Alright guys, welcome back to the FSL Open Valorant 3. And this time around, it will be the grand finals. The
Grand
do it all.
finals.
Everything will be set in stone here right now. And it is a grudge match, revenge match. Back at it again. 7 Sins previously, actually the champions, played up against Celeste as well in the last season, and
That's right.
yes, I mean Celeste lost that, and now they're back at it again. Celeste versus 7 Sins.
And Celeste were the first champions of the very first
Yeah,
FSL Open.
so it's 1-1 right now for each.
1-1.
1-1 tournament point each. All right, so I think this is where they settle it to find out who is actually better. Just in Valorant alone, I guess, but this is pretty much it. What a way to end it as well. Like, we
Yeah.
can't ask for a better match. It's gonna be 7 Sins versus Celeste.
Who's it gonna be? I mean, let us know in the chat, who you're gonna support, Celeste or 7 Sins. I mean, both teams have really strong players. Okay, looks like we have a small
Yeah.
issue over there, but anyway, Celeste and 7 Sins, both of them in the group stages, all 3-0.
Yeah, all 3 zeros, and if I'm not mistaken, Celeste just came from a match that was pretty close on Bind as well, which was their map pick. And this time around, it will be none other than, I do believe this one. The first one is 7 Sins' pick.
I think so. I'm not too sure.
I forgot. We just literally saw the information earlier on. But it's gonna be Bind yet again as well. And right now we're gonna try to figure out what the first pick was. Yeah, so it was 7 Sins. No, it was actually 7 Sins pick.
Bind.
Yeah, it was 7 Sins pick. So I think what they did was maybe they saw the match earlier on that was 7 Sins against I do believe that was Alternative Lady. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they actually went really close, even though that was 7 Sins' pick. I mean,
So
Celeste's pick, right? So maybe that you saw them. You know what? Maybe we might
let's
want to
get in their
pick on
heads,
Bind
yeah.
again, right? And then none other the second pick is going to be split, and that's gonna be
Ugh.
Celeste's choice as well. And it's funny because 7 Sins actually picks split earlier on, and we've seen how
Yeah.
strong they are in split on attack.
Just unbelievable.
Yeah. So we're gonna give a few shout outs to the sponsors that made this happen. We do have a Dream Call, right? We have Yahoo, super solid, as well as Intel. So check them out because this is also streaming on Yahoo, and we are also using Intel processors because I don't think there isn't much need to be said about Intel's processors. They're just
The
good.
best ones on the market.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna go anywhere, you're gonna go to Intel.
Yeah, there's really nowhere like other choices. Actually, just go for Intel. Like someone just asked me, what processor should I get? Intel.
Intel.
I don't. Did I even stutter? Like I didn't stutter. Just get Intel.
Here we talk about Intel in the game, intelligence, and then also Intel processors.
Yeah, true. Facts. No cap.
No
On
cap.
on God. That's right.
Hashtag.
No cap. On God. Facts. No printer.
It's all there.
Yeah, all right. Right now, we're gonna just wait for these players to get themselves ready, and yeah, do let us know if you have any like specific players that you wanna shout out to. If you have any fans, because I know a lot of people are actually talking about players from VALORANT last season, and now they're back with 7 Sins, and a little bit changes as well. We have a new player.
Yeah.
We have Mochi right now
Mochi.
coming back into 7 Sins. Previously was MNX, and we were talking about Celeste earlier on as well. How they kind of had like a different player right now as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I believe so. Because over in the second one, and I believe they've brought over a new player who goes by the name of Aneri, who also actually I believe participated in the first FSL Valorant Open. Made it out of group stages. Unfortunately, did not reach the grand final, but they're
Actually,
still.
Neri was
he
actually
is.
part of season 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think we can actually see later on, and then in the game to see who are actually new in their roster. And it's always about the new rosters. It kind of changes the dynamic of the
A
team
little
as
bit.
well, right?
But that's why they practice, they scrim, So coming into this one, it's going to be interesting. So far, these two teams have been back at it again in the first FSL Open, the second one, and now the third. They're both competing to see who will be the queens of FSL Open Valorant 3. The map is Bind, and of course, we do have on the defending side.
Oh, so I just found out that I'm looking at the statistics here right now. All the players are exactly the same. So they are returning back on full force. They want this revenge. You know, this is the best out of 3 anyway, and they really want to win this right now. They're back trying to see if we can actually win this, back at it again. You know what? They won the first one, they lost the second one, the third one might be theirs. Or, well, the defending champions defend their title here.
Yeah, possibly. It's definitely the grudge match of the entire FSL year now coming in. It looks like we have the Sova over on attack. Once again, it's going to be Yoki. We've seen how she plays. It's really, really incredible.
And they have a Breach as well here, and we've seen how strong Breach is. Whereas, I mean, you want to talk about Breach, maybe Bind is not one of those maps which is actually kind of good here for Breach. I'm not really sure. But defending this B main on Breach, definitely something people should actually take note of. Going to be pushing towards mid here. Smokes are up and running. Don't have a moment. Instead, opting out for a Brimstone. Now they have the U-Haul control as well.
Shots have been fired. Nyanko looking to take someone out over from Lamps, but Mochi getting a double kill, and now Nyanko will find the third and then the fourth. One more.
Muffin is there. Only has a classic though, but Yoki will be able to finish up with the Ghost itself. Now the first point is going to go towards the side of Seven Sins. So really nothing much to say about that first round. It is what it is. You know, sometimes they got. I mean, they got the really fast U-Haul control, and you should never let someone actually go through U-Haul, because the moment you let go through U-Haul, it's really hard for you to get the other half of the site on A.
That's the other thing. I mean, over on pistol round, playing in U-Haul when it's so close quarters, really tight spaces, the classic could be a really strong weapon. Hide
right
in there.
click.
Yeah. Hold an off angle, right click as soon as someone pushes in. But that's the thing. We didn't see Celeste do any of that. They just held it really far back, let them gain absolute control over the site. Went for the retake. Unfortunately, didn't quite happen. Now Yoki will try to fire off a couple of shots. And that's the thing about having a Jet. Inari, still safe. Tailwind away.
I love how she's still pushing this though.
Ooh, finds one, and then Aurel will trade it off. And that's 2 Cloudbursts, but it's okay. 1-1, 4 members remaining.
Flash is coming in from Iceberg. Another flash comes through. Oh, she actually dinked it.
The running dink. And now that's another flash once again, trying to do a little bit of damage. But Nyanko and Aurel with the Spectre just proves to be a little bit too overwhelming. Now, slow rotate. Coming in through CT. Invincible.
If that was a rifle, the barrel should have been seen already by Invincible. But that wasn't a rifle, it's just a Ghost here on Muffin. They're not rotating at all. Seven Sins playing this super safe. They're just waiting for the exit frags, I feel. Because there's no way they're going to be able to take this only with Classics and Shorty. Nah.
Even then, I mean, it is the second round only. Eco. Aurel will just find that one as Ayumi peeks it out really slow. And then the second, just to clean things up, 2-0.
Yeah, pretty
standard.
Yeah, pretty standard, pretty basic pushes, and also ending the second round very easily. So now this is where things get a little bit different here right now. They do have a Neri on the operator on the Jet.
The first Jet op we've seen today.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. This is the first Jet we've seen on stream, which is kind of interesting. I mean, Jet off stream. And also at the same time, remember that they don't have an armor right now. But then again, when you're playing operator, you don't really need an armor. I mean, only armor is like a luxury pick. It's like buying a Louis Vuitton shirt when you don't really need it when you're playing an operator.
Yeah, the operator is the big deal. The glass cannon, as it were, looking to secure that. Yep, saw it. But that's the thing. Definitely need to make those shots count. If it doesn't happen, you're going to have to fall back, reposition yourself. And then they know that you're there. So, once again, the full Spectre firing squad, possibly looking to rotate now, knowing that the operator is there. Looks like it could be a full push, split, or all 5 into short. And that's exactly what it's going to be. The fly packs. Sky smokes down as well. It could be a repeat of what we saw in the first round, but this time the Boombot from Tarathiel will take down Nyanko. Aurel pushing into Lens. Oh,
Valensville actually got it picked off there. That's actually pretty good.
Not too bad now. Inari looking to secure the site. They don't want to just rush in just yet because it is it belongs to Seven Sins right now.
Yeah, they're gonna just play it really safe. They know that there's probably gonna be an operator. I'm not sure if she shot before, so Jane know that's what's gonna happen here. Mary will be able to get the kill here with the operator. Cyber just popped in. Yeah, has to save this right now. Misses the shot, but it's perfectly fine. Oh. The lineup's coming in from Yoki.
But the defuse has been stuck, and now Yoki just looking to kill it out. But that's still that. I mean, one win already for Celeste, 1-2.
Yeah, that plant was maybe a little bit too far off from where the lineups are usually placed on the default plant. But hey, you know what? It's perfectly fine. They still at least managed to keep that one gun alive, and at least they will slightly be able to buy yet again.
Slightly. It's going to be enough. I mean, Spectres, rifles.
And also, not to mention, earlier on, they were playing with a lot of Spectres on the 7 Sin side. So things might be a little bit different here. And I'm going to be honest with you, Aurel's been popping off here on this Brimstone.
Yeah, really, really popping off. Her and Yanko and basically the rest of them. Now, just being careful once more. They're not sure if they want to push in just yet. And just look at how safe Celeste are playing, you know. They're not giving up any information whatsoever. It's really the discipline, and this is what we want to see coming into the grand final.
Indeed, indeed. And right now, Aurel does have the orbital strike to maybe slow their pushes down. Yanko popping in. They have the flashes coming through Paranoia. Will be able to get the first one. Tries to go for the second one here on Muffin, but Muffin will say no. And replies with an answer, takes him down instead. Now Yanko will be able to take down Ayumi. And the rotation's coming in back yet again as well. Neri along with Iceberg. They do have guns at least, but Iceberg only has none other than the Spectre itself. And Neri leading the pack here. Let's have the dart onto the body itself. And now forced to fall back, pops the dash. I think the Blinken played really safe. Surprisingly how she still held on to that. Rika maybe wanted to save it for the next round. I'm not really sure.
Looks like Iceberg might be going for it though, pushing into Lamps. And just looks like Yoko doesn't want to let Neri get away. Iceberg will find one. Unfortunately, will be shut down by Nyanko. Now it's all up to Neri. Can she hold on to her rifle?
Yeah, I think she's going to be able to do so because they're not pushing towards CT. They're just going to play it really safe, going to its showers, going to its T spawn. Yeah, that's going to be the fourth round, going towards 7 Sins. And yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like this kind of composition that they have, it's all about the backside, the back line stick getting the frags instead of the entry fraggers getting the frags. As you can tell, Muffin and Nyanko has been pushing a lot in front. But unfortunately for them, they're not going to be able to get the frags because they're playing it really safe. They get the plant and stuff like that. But the ones in the bags are the one that actually gets the kills. Because you can tell, Mochi as well as Aurel, they're getting frags.
Yes, they are. Not to mention the support coming in from Aurel as well. Her Sky Smokes are on point, really securing them the A side. I believe that was the second time they've actually managed to secure it. It's the same strategy, the same take. Sky Smoke in, cover the APC, and then push in to Lamps. Now Muffin will actually find Iceberg all the way over onto B long.
Yeah, if you look at the showers right now, they're going to try to see if they can actually get the backside flank here, which would be really, really good if they can actually do so. But they spot the Cypher there as well.
That off, but at the same time, it looks like 7 Sins actually will be able to get their way into B site, just free for the taking now.
Oh man, that's kind of unlucky to be honest. She thought she was clean there, but the Boombot spots her. At least Neri has the gun. Can she get some frags here? That's the real question.
3 to 5. I mean, even if she does, it's not
3 to 5. Only one gun, by the way.
Yeah, not the easiest thing.
Oh no.
Looks like they're still going to be pushing it though, creeping up slowly.
Oh no,
towards
no,
long.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't believe that it happened, but it did happen. I'm not really sure what exactly happened there, but it did happen. This is why you shouldn't watch. This is why you shouldn't text when you're driving.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Yeah,
but now
never do that.
Neri's left alone once again, scurrying away with the lone Vandal.
Because I was looking at the map and I was looking like they're pushing through, and then I looked at if I'm not mistaken, Ayumi's camera. She was still looking at the camera, and I was like, "There's two people right in front of you." The funny thing is, both Neri as well. I mean, Mochi was looking at the camera, and both Neri as well as I do believe it's Iceberg. Actually, they didn't even check the corner on the left side. So I was like, "Wait, what's going on?"
Sometimes it happens. I mean, it's not just the camera. Sometimes that happens with Brimstone as well. You know, you're on your little PDA device, and then you get caught out as you're trying to place some smokes. But anyway, 4 wins already for 7 Sins, and they are not giving up. They're still looking to do more damage, pushing into showers along with the Yellow drone, just sourcing out intel once more. And Inari this time on her operator. Will get flashed though. Forced to push back just a bit now. Going back to heaven. And meanwhile, 7 Sins still not pushing just yet. Okay, now looks like they will be making a coordinated push now along with the run it back. Sky smokes one frag. That makes the run it back so much more valuable. And Neri will find one. Oh, and just like that, they pack things up, rotate over to B.
Just why do that when you can just go to B, right? Make them rotate just a tiny bit, try to figure out where the spy cam is. Iceberg does have the ultimate though. It pops it right above you. I think he missed it. She missed it. And there you go. Ayumi will be able to finish him up at least. And Ayumi gets a second frag, tries to go for the third one. Beautifully done. And now it's going to be a 2v2.
2v2. I mean, Ayumi, those shots back there right into hookah was really, really good. But look at this. Yoki along with Aurel. Now they will be rotating all the way back over onto A. 30 seconds left. They will be able to get the spike down. And I don't know if Inari and the rest of Celeste has caught on to this just yet.
Yeah, they didn't. This is really fast. Look at how fast you can rotate from B to A in bind.
Oh boy. And now that they have the spike down, now they have control over the site. The onus is on Inari and the rest of them, the Cypher, to push in.
They need to go for the bomb defuse, and they don't even need to look at the... They have the orbital strike, they have the shock darts as well. You don't even need to do it.
It looks like this one's going to be in 7.
They have to go for it. They have to go for the kills. They can't keep going for the plants.
Yeah. Oh boy, and there's the shock dart.
Misses the first one, gets the second one.
Inari will find Yoki though, so that's a little bit of damage. But
another Molly to stop the... Oh my goodness, that was such a beautiful hold. There's nothing much to say about that. They knew how to use their utilities so well. They had the orbital strikes, they have the shock dart, they have the Molly as well.
Yes. Not to mention, 7 Sins, they rotated twice that round. Just really one step ahead of Celeste every single round of the way. They're playing chess while Celeste are playing checkers. And just really outsmarting them all the way.
Beautiful analogy, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No.
5-1 the score here right now.
Let's see
Looking
if
at
they
the score
can
chart here,
repeat
8-2 on both Nyanko and Aurel. And all of them positive scores as well. Yoki not even like negative right now. They're all doing perfectly fine. They're doing their job as well.
I mean, if they keep this up, it looks like the 3rd Valorant Open for FSL. Yeah, could be 7 Sins.
I mean, to be fair, this is 7 Sins' map pick, so.
Still just the first map. That's why we don't want to go anywhere. But Ayumi here won't go anywhere just yet. Now Muffin will actually trade things up. Iceberg looking to do some damage into hookah with the flashes, and there you go, controlling the tempo with the peaks, but taking damage as well. 6 points of health left. The neural theft goes in. Here comes the rotate, and Inari actually deep behind enemy lines over into market.
It's an equal round. They need to check their corners here. They really need to check their corners
footsteps
here. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That's the thing about Sheriff. When it's up close, it's not the easiest thing when you want to get those one taps. But anyway, Tarathiel here will do some damage as well. But look at that spray down from Nyanko.
He's reloading.
Ah! 30 seconds left.
No!
That was such a close round. Both of the teams were so neck to neck. Even look at him. Muffin, she only has 20 HP.
Man, oh man, oh man. Still though, 6 wins already for 7 Sins. That's 5 rounds behind for Celeste. They definitely need to pull their socks up if they want to stay in this.
Sometimes I actually pull down my socks. I feel a little bit better. Don't you think? So when you have like high socks and you're trying to like do something and then you realize that the socks are really, really tight on your calves and you're like, you know, I'm going to pull my socks down just a little bit so I can actually play better.
Yeah, pull them
like,
down.
When I play soccer, and like when I'm trying to run or like when I'm working out, I realize, man, these socks are super high. Just you know, fold it down just a little bit.
Fold it down, get comfy.
Yeah.
You know.
Sometimes you play better when you're comfortable.
That is true.
Some people play better when they are stressed out.
Don't want to be too relaxed though.
Yeah.
Not too relaxed.
Some people do better under pressure.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hopefully Celeste will do better under this pressure coming in from Nyako, now streaming in out of Hookah. Iceberg will find Muffin though. I'm not sure if they're aware that Nyako is pushing in. Might just waste the run it back there. Doesn't seem like they'll find anyone on site. Meanwhile, the rest of Celeste coming in from elbow as well as Spawn. Now, we will get the spike down, getting hit by the concussive blast, but it's okay. Still gotta be wary of this. Mochi, oh no, gets shot down by Iceberg. It's a 3v5 retake, and Neri will trade things up. Oh man, Ayumi.
It's like a 1-1-1-1. It's like they're just dying.
I'm seeing
and
green and then red and then green, and it's like Christmas.
It's true. It's only September.
It's only September, man. A few more months later, but you know.
You know, some people actually get ready for Christmas in September. I've seen people do that before.
Yeah. When you love Christmas that much, but you know.
It's not even Halloween yet. They're already like, they're trying to like put Christmas trees and stuff like.
Yeah, in the Christmas spirit, you know. I mean, it's all about joy and, you know, being together with family and
Maybe
friends.
they're like, the Halloween costume is Santa. I don't know.
Yeah. maybe.
Yeah.
But well, that was the second win of the round for Celeste. 2-6. Definitely, you know, they took our advice. Either they took their socks off or they pull it up. But anyway.
I mean, I would play better with my socks off than my shoes off. That's true. I probably would play better. I don't know about you, but I feel like I will play so much better because I feel more comfortable.
You wear socks when you play Valorant?
Sometimes you wear socks at home, don't you?
No, I don't. Not at all.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's just me.
Nah, I'm pretty sure there are people who do that, and maybe Aurel's one of them, and she will find a headshot onto Tarathiel now. Pushing up, it looks like it could be a B-split. Nyako lurking over onto A short, though. Meanwhile, Yoki just entry fragging it like a bouse. Now Ayumi holding it back position. Will find Muffin. Just get the kill, fall back, let them get the spike down, and you know what? We'll just recollect ourselves, go for the retake.
Yeah, that's true. Don't make any crazy movements over there. They might try to see if I can actually get this land here.
Spike planted.
And Yoki, she has both shotguns as well as the ultimate, which is a Hunter's Fury. So that's why they're playing it really safe there. They're not making any sudden moves whatsoever. The only left on the side is going to be Aurel. So that's going to be the Recce right there.
This is not looking to be an easy retake for Celeste whatsoever. Now pushing out of it, Ayumi will actually find the headshot to Aurel. And that's just a new Vandal doing its thing. But then again, the Hunter's Fury. That was weird. Just one more. It's not even necessary. The clock is still ticking now. Yoki's the last one getting this duel.
Oh my
Invincible
goodness.
falls.
How close are these matches? It's insane. Look at that 11 HP.
Just close, but still. 7 Sins are the ones coming out on top.
That was really well played as well. Nyako actually held down here. They had like a double, like just for insurance. They had Aurel here. They had Mochis here as well, making sure that they did not manage to like, you know, get the diffuser and slow them down just a little bit. Make sure the time actually ticking closer and closer to the bomb being, you know, detonated. And then even Nyako just waited here while she was actually doing the Hunter's Fury. Nyako waited here, allowing the Hunter's Fury to finish up.
It's again, you know, chess and checkers. 7 Sins. One step ahead, it's seemingly every single time. Now Invincible falls, but Ayumi trades things up. It's the 4-4. Looks to be an A short push. Nyako ever again, so aggressive and just doing her job with the entry fragging. Flashing as well, Yoki will ping out that camera, signaling to her teammates to take it down.
And there he has an op again. And now they have the U-Haul. U-Haul again. Now they're going to just push in. See, the moment they see that there's no one in U-Haul, they know that they probably can try to rotate straight away. But then again, I felt like that was just a little bit too early with the rotations. It's a tiny bit too early.
Just a tiny bit, but you know what? They have the Rolling Thunder. Now it's going in, stopping the plant. But Nyako, whoa. Where did that come from? Now Iceberg finds Aurel.
The bomb's dropped though.
Bomb has been dropped. Still, 3v2. The Aftershock to stop it. They still need to push in, and that she will. Nyako falls, and so will Yoki. And all of a sudden, it's all up to the lone Cypher. Ayumi comes out of that one on top. 3-7.
Very well played there by Ayumi.
Just winning those duels every single round. 1 kill, 2 kills, 3, and then just waiting for the smoke or the cyber cage to disappear. Finding Nyako on the other side, just reacting fast enough. That's probably because of Intel processors. Thanks to our sponsors.
Now 7-3, the score here, almost close to the end of the first half of the map.
They will be on pistols.
Yeah, they're gonna try to see if they can actually just go for a really fast and quick first
And it has worked out for
push.
them.
Yeah. No one is actually holding down
Lamps
U-Haul,
again.
which is kind of interesting.
It just happens so many times. I'm not sure why Celeste are playing this way, but look at this. Ayumi sneaking all the way up behind into showers. Looks to be that they won't be aware of this. She will find Nyako. Now her position has been given away. Tarathiel, though, will come in with the backup, and so will everyone else. Inari providing the extra cloud burst while she gets a high up position, making that operator work. The orbital strike will come in, though. Just buying a bit
You
of
got
extra
Nori
time.
as well as
Ooh.
Invincible. You got 2K with that while I was trying to look for the shock dart push.
Player remaining.
Yoki. Ayumi will end things, and that will be the defuse, probably coming in now. 4th win for Celeste.
Yeah, they got their, money's back when it's worth. They picked up the op as well as the ghost.
Before the half.
Now,
This has been happening so many times.
it happened yesterday.
Ready for the switch. Last round on the half. I heard
Well,
that twice. I thought it was
well,
just
that's
voices in my head.
No, I heard it, but anyway. 7 Sins, they've definitely been playing Bind that sort of, I think, the way it was meant to be played, going off with all these crazy rotates time and time again, but still, Celeste holding their own, 4 wins on defense, I'd say that's not too bad.
Yeah, 7 Sins needs to win this anyway because it is their map pick. But then
Now-
again, the next map is going to be split, which was played by 7 Sins earlier on as well. So
But then again, so now they're armed with rifles, and Neri has the safety knives. Her ult will be pulled up. Of course, she can hold all those op lines that she wants. 7 Sins has to be careful pushing in. They know that she's on the operator, and they do not want to mess with it. Aurel setting up the sky smokes. Once more, it's the same A push. Now this time, Nyako will have to run it back again. And it looks like Celeste will be giving up the side control. A Neri! Oh no! Getting pushed by Nyako.
yeah, she had the updraft.
Planted.
Hurt the updraft and looking to punish it.
Now they're going to play it really safe. They know it's the last round. They have all the utilities that they need here right now for this close plan defense. Oh, you have to repeat that, yeah.
Tarathiel will pick that one up. But then again, Yoki is the one that has been stopping them so far. Now Mochi just waiting for the cyber cage to disappear. The push comes in and she just clicks away. Neural theft, all your positions are compromised.
Player remaining.
Nyako just cleaning things up one by one, and that's going to be the 8th win for 7 Sins.
Yeah, that was a very, very good round there by 7 Sins. But I'm going to be honest with you. On the side of Celeste, they played that pretty well. 48, not too shabby, I would say, but you are defending, and this is a very balanced map. I wouldn't say it's like an attacking side map or a defending side map. It is somewhat of a balanced map, and I felt like, especially when you have a jet operator, you should not be able to give that many rounds on defense.
Yeah.
And now they're on attacking, and Neri as well. If you want to go for an attacking operator on a jet, it's still really, really hard to get those kills.
Yeah, not the easiest thing, but that's why she has the tailwind to dash away when she needs it. Could definitely work out. She could definitely push in along with it as well. Cloudburst and dash in. Has worked out before, but we don't know what kind of strategy Celeste want to go for. It looks like it could be an A short push. Yoki, though, look at all these arrows. Just, wow. Where is that going to go? Is it going to land an A short? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
That's a fat arrow. It's just all that intel. And now Celeste are scrambling like, oh
my
gosh.
goodness, man. She knows all the lineups, doesn't she?
Juicy
Average
intel.
Yoki.
Average Yoki. Yeah, she's been probably studying those average Jonas
Yeah.
videos, but looks like they will just figure things out a bit.
Nyako actually gets a kill here, out of nowhere as well.
Not only that, Aurel with the sky smoke. It's a one-way. Stopping the push from short.
One
Now
tap.
Showers is caught off as well. But Inari actually managing to push through lamps. Invincible and Inari looking to do some damage 2v3. Nyako will just heal things up, and there you go. That's how you play Bind. Teleport away, but so will 7 Sins
They
coming
have
in
the
with the
camera
rotate.
too over here. Now they know where exactly they're going to be planting on the left default.
She can land a dart. That could be painful.
One enemy
Oh
remaining.
no.
That's
And
all.
there's the only one
30
alive here. Nyanko's come from behind.
Oh.
But even then, still Muffin's going to be able to peek out and take her down. Now it's going to be 9-4 to score. 4 points remaining actually. Wait, can I count?
Yes, 3 points
I get that.
remaining for 7 Sins to close this one out. And it's just, I don't know about you, but it seems to me like 7 Sins coming everywhere they go, they just seem to have the better positioning.
I mean, generally, you would want to just figure out whether you want to plant A or B, right? I feel like that in that kind of situation, they don't really need to figure out whether they want to go A or B. I felt like they took too slow, but at the end of the day, I felt like Nyanko played that really well as well. That first kill, that first kill against one of the players from the side of Celeste, kind of like slowed them down just a little bit, so they had to second guess whether they want to go A or B. And I felt like especially when the pistol round, and then the first round, just go the bomb side where you want to go. If it's an A, just all push in at one time together.
Yeah.
Because everyone's balanced, right? Pistols, utilities, that's it.
The
But then
board is
again,
even.
Yoki actually did a really good job with the
Arrow.
arrow as well, trying to figure out where they are currently right now. And
I
yeah,
don't know.
they knew that 4 players were in mid, so there's only 1 player going towards showers, and she just peeked down and took it down.
The thing about that arrow is that it bounces off the board, and I how do you even line something like that up? What the
I know, maybe she's a pool player.
pool player? Yeah, calculating all those angles.
Yeah.
That one's
Maybe
like-
she has like a protector or like something that she puts it up the monitor and be
One
like
of
this
those
angle right here, 90 degrees.
mathematical instruments.
If I put this on 38 degrees and
Yeah.
like the power of 60 velocity,
And that's exactly what she's gonna do once more. Look at this. It's the same one, but you know what? It might not work out this time. We have 2 over on short and 2 into showers. Oh, it's
Hello.
gonna land. But this time they're ready for
they're
it.
ready
so
for it. Yeah, they're ready for it.
They are on pistols though. 4 to 9. And there's the drone just to look out for intel.
Nyanko knows that someone's here actually.
Mm.
That's why she's so steady here. She's not moving or making slight sounds because they know that someone's in.
There's the
Yeah, she knows now because the camera's there. Popping the hot hands just to slow the pushes down as well.
Prevented from coming through. Iceberg just waiting patiently as well though on the other side, but she is attacking and she needs to make the push go through. Oh, look at that. Paint shells as well. 45 seconds left. Sounds like Aneri actually dashed right into lamps though. This could make it happen. But look at that. The bullets just flying all over the place. 2 kills back to back. Now all of a sudden Celeste not looking so hot anymore. They need to teleport and that's what
30
Aneri will
seconds
do
left.
exactly. Iceberg though, 14 HP remaining.
Whoa, that
Ooh.
was not supposed to happen.
Then she needs to get the spike down, and Iceberg needs to come in for support. Okay, 20 seconds left though. Does she have enough time? Just
She does have enough time, but she needs to plant it ASAP. Like the moment she peeks out of this, like, and she has 4 seconds,
10
4.5 seconds to plant. She needs to plant right now.
Oh my god.
There you go. She's gonna be located as well. Now they know exactly where they are. All they need to do is peek out here and take her down. And also 14 HP remaining on Iceberg. There's no way she's gonna be able to survive that, and that's gonna be 10 points here for the side of 7 Sins, and they're making it look really easy right now on defense.
Yeah, I mean they've been winning those pistol rounds. They have the firepower. Well, it's still only the 2nd round, but Celeste, I don't know about you, but coming into attack, it just seems like they're taking. They're not like really confident pushing in together.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying as well. I feel like on the side of Celeste, they're second guessing where they want to go. They don't really have like a certain strategy or maybe like a decision on whether they want to go A or B. And I feel like their pushes are kind of sloppy as well. If you look at how they smoke as well at the same time, just try to see where they're gonna smoke. And this smoke's really good by the Brimstone, not gonna allow them to just have that free range vision on mid.
Yeah, no vision, can't push through it either. Now they're just kind of waiting
doing
for
it
it to
again.
go away.
They're playing against Yanko here, and Yanko has been holding downs really well, but this time around, no one's actually looking to showers. So if they peek out, they need to play against this guy right here. And this girl, actually, is Muffin. Muffin has been doing exceptionally well as well. 11-9-5 right now
And
to
once
score.
Muffin spots someone out, Nyako can just turn around 180. The boombot Could source out intel now. Iceberg
Oh, no.
has the flashes ready as well, looking to push right through. The support comes in.
They have to flash here as well. Yep.
Oh.
Yanko gets a pick. Yanko gets taken out instead. Muffin pushes through.
Ooh,
Will get taken
peeked.
out. Yeah. Now the U-Haul. Someone is there finally though. Well, that's gonna be a different team. Earlier on, didn't hold on U-Haul.
77.
she's
That's
fine.
not too bad.
Yeah.
Still, the spike will be planted. Now Aurel will fall. Once again, it's Mochi and Yoki looking to do some damage, trying to retake this.
Can he even retake this?
It's possible. Whoa. Wait. Oh, look at the spray down.
5 to 10 here. They're not out yet.
Not out yet. Definitely seems like Celeste just going into the attack. They're just waiting out the time, and then as soon as they're ready, and that's usually around the 1 minute mark, they go in together for these sort of coordinated executes. Everyone goes in together at the same time. But then the thing is, Seven Sins are there as well, and they're popping up their defenses, again, at the same time. It's just this huge clash.
When you have really fast flashes from the breach, it's really hard for you to just hold on to that angle, and you have to kind of like re-peek. The moment you flash, you have to, you know, find cover and then re-peek again. And then the funny thing, the best part about that is because Iceberg's always Toretto, right? Toretto's always behind Iceberg whenever she wants to push in. So whenever she is blind, or like when a boombot comes in, like earlier on, Toretto is always there to, you know, help Iceberg out.
And that's exactly what they're doing right now in Hookah. Both of them together. Sisters in arms, back to back.
Like almost half eco, I would say.
Yeah. That's probably why they're just playing so far back as well, holding off elbow, off angles, the Q. A little bit of an arrow, but look at this. She has to be wary. Aneri will find Yoki. And she can definitely hear the footsteps. Those metal
Muffin's taking a lot of damage as well.
They practically have all the angles secured right now, and the
Oh
intel
my
comes in
goodness.
as well.
More damage dealt.
This is looking to be Celeste's round. Still just waiting. The Bucky. It's kind of a one and done. That's one. Ooh,
Oh!
a lot of damage, but you know what? Aneri's okay. She's got the armor.
I'm
One
surprised
shot,
she's
two.
not dead.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's
That
not
was a
dead too.
headshot too.
Yeah, that's probably the nerf a couple patches
Yeah,
back.
that's true. The jumping nerf. I feel like if she didn't jump there, she would have actually taken down an area. But then again, if Invincible was there in the smoke, just ready and waiting.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Bucky. It's, you know, it's pump action. You get one shot, you gotta have to like pump it before you go for the second
You
one.
can right click though on the Bucky.
Oh yeah.
The right click's actually a more like concise.
Tighter. It's a choke.
yeah.
Yeah, choke shot. Now they will be able to buy up this round. Still 4-round deficit. Celeste needs to tighten the gap. Over onto A short and showers once more. Kind of looks like, you know, one round will go B, one round will go A. And once again, it's the same duel. Muffin, Nyanko, Iceberg, and Tarathiel.
They know that someone's here on the corner.
Yeah, they heard the alt orb as well. But
And also
look at
Iceberg
this.
has the ultimate. They have the Rolling Thunder.
Let her
Oh.
roll. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1 trade. At least they trade that out.
That's the trade, but then now she will be unable to use the Rolling Thunder. Boombot out to get intel and just figure out if someone's on the other side. But then again, look at Seven Sins. They're just playing it so safe. That's what we expect from the top teams. Now Nyanko peeking out with her hot hands. The dark cover comes out and Neri just uses her tailwind to secure safe passage into lamps. Finds the shot, Nyanko falls. There's the Hunter's Fury, but it won't do anything. If Neri wants to, she can definitely push further back into spawn to find that Hunter's Fury where it's coming from as well. Aurel and Yoki on site. Cloudburst, Owl Drone. Look at how everyone's using their utility. It's securing all the angles as well, and just
What?
wow.
Did not know how the Red Tail actually survived that, but wow. Celeste is not here for fun. They're actually still performing very well, and right now it's going to be another eco round here coming out from 7 Sins, and they have also good amount of resources here. They have Valinsible, Aneri, Iceberg, as well as Territio with their ultimates for this round and coming up the next round. I don't think they're going to be able to even need to use any ultimates here this round unless they want to just, have fun. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, they definitely don't need it, and this is exactly the grand finals that we want to see. It's practically going to be a 8-10 at this point, although not letting up either. 7 Sins. It's the same smoke that we've seen from RL, not letting them gain any vision whatsoever into A site. Just shutting down. It's another one. 1 minute, about 1 minute left. Seems like Celeste are just waiting this one out, and once all the smokes are gone, there's that coordinated push that they want to make. They could also rotate, and that looks like what they are going to do.
Yeah, and no one's in Hoka to cover them as well. Now Yoki does have the Spectre, though, at least. They're going to figure out where they are right now. So it's going to be a B push. Maybe they might want to just rotate ASAP.
There's that cam.
Yeah, they're going to be able to figure this out. No! Well, oh, Mochi took too long there. I think she was trying to pick up a gun. And this was an eco round, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Remember.
It's not only that, Yoki did all that damage. Now Mochi has the rifle. Thrifty, there you go. 3-5. I mean, they just walked right into that blender, that crossfire setup that Mochi as well as Yoki had over on B long.
That was not supposed to happen. That was actually supposed to be Celeste's round. But like I mentioned, sometimes you shouldn't think too much. You should know that they're eco round. Like, there's no need to rotate. You can, if you want to go to A, just go to A. Even though there's someone actually holding on the cubby on mid side, you shouldn't just keep going because it's only one pistol.
Definitely looks like it's possible that Celeste are overthinking this. Just look at that replay. Really, really well done on the eco round from 7 Sins. Now they're looking to push them further back.
And Yoki bought out the Spectre. That was a very valuable Spectre.
Very, very valuable. 2 kills, and then Mochi got another 2. And now, once more, look at that. It's the same thing that we've seen.
Yeah, they do keep doing this over and over again. I mean, to be fair, it has been kind of successful on the showers push.
Well, we'll have to see if it's going to be successful once more. This time, Muffin once again holding that same angle down, but this time, Aurel will be there to support with the smokes if necessary. Nyanko also over on the other side of lamps. And if Neri dashes into this, Nyanko will be able to take her out. Here comes the blast. Oh, what? Okay. Dash in. Nyanko actually lost that duel. Now Aurel in the smokes will get taken down with the spray. 4v2 retake for 7 Sins.
Yeah, they've been very, very successful with this showers push. You can just keep doing it over and over again until it doesn't work.
I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you know what? Oh, look at that shock dart. You know who's on the other side? Is she Tarathiel. Paint shells as well. Now, Mochi's all left alone. I don't think she'll be able to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, she's probably going to try to save this gun because the next round, I don't think they would have enough money to buy out as a full team.
Just waiting for the exit frags, securing.
I think what they're trying to do is trying to get this 12th round without using the ultimates, and then for the last round, just use as many ultimates as they have. Because if you look at the ultimate charges they have right now, Yoki really close to the Hunter's Fury as well.
4 out of 5, but then again.
And I realize Aneri has yet to use the ultimate throughout the whole period of this map itself.
I mean, so far in attack, we haven't exactly seen her use the operator as well, but, you know, that's the thing about buy. It's not the easiest thing.
Now, we have talked about this before as well. Operators on attack, you don't necessarily use it that much. Maybe when you have someone that's actually always behind you trying to, like, help you get the kill. But then again, there's probably going to be a bait kill. It's going to be a trade, and I don't think you would want to do that.
Let's see if they'll abuse that very same showers push. Probably not, though, and this time Yoki will swap on over to A. Using that recon bolt. It will get destroyed, however. Once again, Tarathiel, Iceberg over in showers.
Yeah.
Get the free ult
And
orb.
look at the positioning of the 4 members now. They have 4 on A.
4 on A. I don't know if that's the smartest thing, but look at that. The owl drone pushing through the teleporter, just checking and making sure that B short is clear. And this could signal to them that, hey, Celeste, they're going to be somewhere over on A, possibly B long.
I'm surprised she's Yoki's actually playing in U-Haul instead of outside of U-Haul, because Aneri has been doing this where she just pushes in, dashes in through, and there's a cooldown when you want to take off your gun.
Yes. So, definitely gonna have to shut down an area. There's that same push, the boom bot, the flash.
Oh my goodness.
They're all
Look
coming
at the
out.
HP here right now on where you go? Oh, she's already down. There you go. The dash is coming in. It'll take time for you to actually just change out to the gun.
Definitely
and Nyangho
fine
gets a
with that.
triple kill there. I think with the running back, that's super valuable. Nice Buck's the only one alive.
1v2. Spike not down yet. Look at this. They know that they have the advantage. They don't have to peek.
10
Not
seconds
necessarily
left.
anyway. Now,
Player remaining.
Iceberg will find it, but you know what? 7 seconds left.
That was a running headshot.
Counter Strafe, and then Mochi will just drop right in looking for Iceberg.
She has the flat line.
She has the flatline, and Mochi has the health advantage, and that will secure her the win. Coming out of it, 70 points of health with the headshot.
This first map is looking to be a very, very, very close. I'm gonna be honest with you.
We got a real match. This
Yeah.
is the grand final. Back again, Celeste and Seven Sins.
Match
Yeah,
point.
almost every single round has been pretty close, and neck to neck. It's always on the side of Seven Sins that, in fact, has the impetus. But then again, right now it is going to be guns up, except for Orel as well as Yoki. Though they've been buying a lot, and it's gonna be really hard for them to actually hold this down if they can do so. But they don't defend, so I guess it's perfectly fine. They have a lot of ultimates to play with, though.
That's right. They haven't used them yet.
On both
Keep
sides,
in mind.
actually.
Yeah. They are already on match point, so if they decide to use it, it could be valuable. Now, looking to shut this one out will be Seven Sins. Celeste trying to push through carefully. They should be aware that Seven Sins has their ultimates as well. Iceberg does have her Rolling Thunder if she wants to push with it.
They're gonna go for this big push, and they have the Rolling Thunder. That's why they actually have it. At this time around, Iceberg's gonna be on B. So Taretio is gonna be the only one in A. But then this time around, they're gonna have 3 people on B.
Oh.
And I think they're just playing guessing games here right now, and they guessed it right. They have 3 on B now.
Will we see the Rolling Thunder? There it goes. Rolling Thunder off your feet into the site. Everyone pushes in all together now. The smoke comes out and they have it. They will get the spike down, but it's still a 5v5 retake. Look at that. Tarathiel is still over on A. Now coming into support from Hookah. Yoki, though, with the Hunter's Fury. Aneri losing the duel. Now Nyako just pushing in, and so will everyone else from Seven Sins. This could be it, ladies
Everything is
and
being
gents.
pulled out.
Everything. Every single ult.
Mochi's didn't get to do so because, I mean, she's dead.
Yeah.
And Neri as well. Neri and Invincible did not manage to use the ultimates.
Seven Sins takes it, 13-8.
Man, that was such an... I'm gonna be honest with you, I would consider that a very close map.
Yes,
Like
really
every
is.
single round was very clutch. Every single round was very close. They're not making any I wouldn't even consider them making any mistakes at all throughout this whole match. I feel like every single one of the players did their best, but fortunately for the side of Seven Sins, they managed to bring it back from the first half and now in the second half as well. And that is pretty much it for the first map here, Quack.
Still, only the first map, and if anything, so close. If we have a repeat in the second one, which is going to be on Split.
Yeah, exactly. I'm super excited to see what's going to happen here on the second map. This is the grand finals. So will Celeste actually bring it back 1-1 and bring it to a tie, or will Seven Sins reclaim their championship title? And no, not even reclaim, defend their championship title. We'll be back in a few short moments after this short break. Stick around and, yeah.
Don't
just
go
stay in.
away,
Don't go
yeah.
anywhere, yes. We'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second map of the grand finals here, Seven Sins versus Celeste. And right now, Seven Sins are up by 1 map point.
1 map point, and was that their map over in Bayern?
Yeah, yeah. Bayern is your map, and right now this is going to be, I do believe it is Celeste's map pick. And it's going to be split And if I'm guessing it right, because I didn't manage to see it earlier on, I think this should be Seven Sisters side pick. And they are probably going to be defending because it makes more sense to defend first on split.
Well, actually, I think it's Celeste's pick on split. I think we just saw that. But yeah. Okay, they might actually be remaking the lobby right now.
Saw that. I saw these Celeste.
Not sure. Okay, maybe we
All
can
right.
get a look at that again. I think they're remaking the
Yeah.
lobby right now, but this is definitely, we have a real grand finals here. It was so close earlier on.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of impressed by pretty much both performances, both the team's performances, especially players like Nyanko, and not to mention also Icebook and Theoreto as well. These players have been performing exceptionally well in the previous match. And I also point out Yoki with the pick. The
Those-
Sova plays have been
The
quite.
lineups,
yeah.
it's all on
And
point.
I was right actually. This is going to be Celeste's map pick, and then of course Seven since we'll be picking defenders this time around, as you can tell, because Split is a very defensive sided map. It also depends on the agent's pick this time around. Are we gonna be
Yes.
able to see Sova? Because Sova on Split, not really a
Not
good
the
idea,
best.
right? So earlier on, if I'm not mistaken, I saw Yoki actually playing the Breach. So maybe this time around they're gonna be playing Yoki on the Breach and then switch things up a little bit here and see if anyone else can play maybe this. Because I think Mochi's probably gonna play Cypher here again.
Yep.
So she's gonna play B most probably. But yeah, we'll see how things go. And on the side, I'm not sure if Aneri's gonna stick to the Jet up though, because in this kind of specific situations, and you're playing attack on split, yes, there's a lot of verticality that you kind of need to get, but I feel like Raze is still a good choice in this specific map, and Thirita's probably going to be playing Raze, and then you can go for someone else. You can play Phoenix. You can even opt out for a Reyna if you really want to do that as well, because we've seen Nyanko play earlier on as
Yes,
well on that
We
Reyna.
definitely saw
So I
that.
would assume Nyanko is going to be playing Reyna again on split, because she did play split earlier on. I mean Reyna on split earlier on.
Maybe not, but you know what I'm more curious about? Are we going to see a Sage this time around?
Man, it's really hard to say that. I love Sage. I'm a Sage main. I mean, I love Sage. I'm a Sage main, and I always play Sage on split. But I have tried playing Sage on split, but it's so difficult to get those reses, because in split, when the attackers are attacking, they just usually rush in. There's no slowing down, and also when you die in a specific spot on split, it's really hard to get that res out.
Yeah, it's really tough, especially with the most recent nerf, but I'm not too sure. I think Reyna could be interesting. So far, we haven't exactly seen Killjoy from either of these teams either, but
I mean,
not-
Killjoy's one of those agents where you can easily predict what's going to happen. Right? You can actually just, I mean, if you're going to play a Sova, I'm not really sure. I don't think they're going to be playing Sova, so Killjoy might actually be a good pick in split. But Killjoy, when you have a Killjoy, why not pick a Cypher instead? Because Intel is better than anything, right?
That's true. So I think my bets are going to be on Raze, Cypher, and Omen.
We're going to be seeing either either Omen or Brimstone, usually Omen, because this map has a lot of verticality and you need to TP
teleport.
up and down. So I would assume we're going to be seeing Omen, Cypher, Raze, Breach. Breach is so good in speed right now. I
yes.
previously thought that, Breach might not be good for split, but after the patch, yeah, it's still really good for split.
Well,
yeah.
Seems like we're going to see in just a second, but you know what? Let's give a shout out to our sponsors. We've got Dreamcore, who makes PCs. We've got Super Solid with the monitors as well as Yahoo, and finally Intel processors. Really soon.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, this is going to be what might be the final map, unless Celeste has something to say about it. Bring it to a 1-1, because this is Celeste's map pick.
Yeah, I think they very well might, because these girls have proven themselves. The previous one was really close, 8-12.
Yeah, exactly.
Only thing is, though, so far on attack, they've been, I would say, rather careful. Every single time they go for these executes where, they're just waiting for the utility, everyone's going in together at the same time, but doing that against Seven Sins might not work out so well.
That is true. That could be
Especially
the
when we
case.
saw them, they were saving their ultimates all the way till the last round. We're going to do the same thing here. That's going to spell a lot of trouble for Celeste.
And I was right. You're gonna opt out for Arena instead of a Jet because you know Jet. I mean, is a really good agent in various maps, but in these kind of situations, you want to be able to like have the utmost possibility. And this is gonna be an exact mirror match.
Exact mirror match. Both teams. We're gonna have to see who's better, who's gonna come out on top. It looks like right off the bat, both teams playing it really safe, not going for any of these A or B rushes. Instead, it's gonna be mid control, and that's where Inari and the rest of her sisters are. Just playing it careful, the dark cover over into ropes, securing the angles. But however, waiting for them will be Yoki, as well as Muffin over onto mailroom.
And Celeste is having second thoughts again. They're figuring out whether they want to go mid or A. And they at least they forced this the first utilization of the flashpoint here on mid. So now Yoki does not have any flashpoints back whatsoever.
And that's just the first one. Right now, all flashpoints are gone. The dark cover over onto A, and there's the Leer. They're all pushing in fast and hard now. But once again, we have seen how devastating the Ghost can be when you're holding such a backwards position. Now, Aurel will fall to Inari, and then Nyanko trades things up. Of course, they're looking to secure the site, but they have to be wary of Heaven, though. 3-3 now. Spike should be going down any second at this point. Now, Mochi looking to do some damage from spawn. Yoki over onto Heaven. They're just securing the site. One Muffin, Raze, I think, over onto ramps now. Just happen. Oh wait, oh no, Ayumi was stuck on the camera and then she will fall. And just like that, Yoki will go hunting. Tarathiel falls and all of a sudden it's all up to the Lone Breach and Iceberg. Just like an iceberg, will crack and fall apart. Yoki actually coming out of that one alive. That was 3 kills.
Yeah, also giving the ultimate to Yoki really close to the Rolling Thunder for the next upcoming rounds as well. So beautifully done there actually by the side of Seven Sins. Actually, they made it work for themselves. I thought it would actually fall apart there, you know, on A when the moment they pushed in towards A, but they held it down.
Held it down. I mean,
they slowed down the pushes actually. If you realize in that push, they didn't just die instantly. They made sure they allowed their teammates to actually rotate as fast as possible, not allowing them to, you know, get an instant pick, instant plant as well, and then allowing them to make sure they have good positions for post plants. But no, they actually took it really slow. They allowed their teammates to rotate, and that's basically how they knew where the bomb was planted.
Exactly. Not letting them gain that momentum every single time they try to go for these carefully planned executes. You know, we're gonna disrupt it. Seven Sins taking the first round now. There's one flashpoint. Oh, and Mochi will just shut things out.
It's very nicely done there. Muffin also gets a double kill as well. They do figure out where the Omen is here as well, and also rotations coming in from the Cypher, but now it's gonna be a Cypher versus a Cypher battle, but Uncle says no. I want to get the frag as well.
Yeah.
Your new uncle comes in, gets the kill.
I mean, that was pretty much a done deal, but you could have hoped Celeste at least, you know, do a bit of damage, maybe get the spike down, get that economy rolling into your next round, but flawless victory for Seven Sins is not what you want to see.
Yeah, 2-0, 9 end the score.
Split, it's not easy to push whatsoever. I mean, even if you have mid control and everyone pushes in the mailroom, the defender's side, if they have that perfect crossfire angle setup, or maybe just hiding behind the box over on Heaven, it's just not easy now.
Yeah, but this time around, they're going to be having the guns up, rifles as well. On the side of Seven Sins, they only have SMGs, they only have the Spectres in their kit. At least the more firepower they have, maybe they might be able to get this really good picks here.
Hopefully, though, Nyanko just on the other side. If they don't check that corner, this could be very, very devastating.
Ooh, wait, hold on.
Nope.
Oh, they're gonna rotate here. Now they know they're actually all here on A. Yeah, they're gonna try to figure out whether anyone's on mid. But look at this right now. Invincible's actually coming from the backside. Nyanko gets a double kill.
All of a sudden, things are looking very, very iffy for Celeste once more. It's just taking too much time.
Yeah.
Oh, and the aftershock. Okay. And Nyanko's just fine. She's still okay. Invincible looking to do some damage from Heaven, but it was... Oh, man. Just won't happen just yet. Invincible will find one, though. Aurel just hiding right underneath. She's looking for her. Ooh. But Nyako will just be right there to trade things off. That's going to be the third win.
Felicity had such a good opportunity to just help her teammates flank, but she took way too long to actually push in. Now I felt like she was just maybe just needed to someone to actually push through heavens to make sure it's clear for her to actually push through. But I felt like in that kind of situation, you needed to help your teammates divert the attention onto you on ropes, and then at least the people holding down A main will be like, you know what, maybe I should look at heaven instead. But due to the fact that she took too long to actually push in, that's why I was looking at her, because she was there in such a good position to actually just get the flank in. And now they're gonna have to eco yet again as well. And only 3 members, I mean 2 members have to buy up. 3 members actually have to buy up. Other 2 members has yet to die. Yeah.
Okay.
Or they at least they get the heavens now on this push. But it's an eco round still.
Still, it looks like they want to do this B split, and they're committing to it. But on the other hand, look at this. Muffin and Yoki just spraying things all over the place. And Eri will find Muffin, though, turning into a 2v4 now. 1v4. Yoki,
again.
Look at this. Every single one of them just... It's asphyxiation for Celeste. They are not able to find any space, any room to breathe whatsoever. Every single time they try to do and execute. Especially on split, if you don't have all your angles covered up, 7 Sins are right there. They're going to strangle and choke you out.
It's interesting how you picked split as well, and knowing that 7 Sins actually played split earlier on, and now you pick up split again, and now you're letting them to actually pick up the sides here.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe they're okay with giving them a lot of rounds here on defense. There's no way you're gonna just pick split and let the opponents pick the sides.
No way. But you hope to have at least maybe 4. Like you've talked about this before, right? If you're playing split on attack, if you win 4 rounds, you're pretty happy.
Yeah.
But right now, does not seem to be happening. They have to be careful now. This is their I think their second full buy so far. If they lose again, it's going to be another eco, another force buy. Just looking mid-control, trying to push through vents, through ropes, and now Nyako is on the other side just waiting for it. Okay.
Yeah,
Looks like they kind of got stuck there.
Look at this. They're still trying to figure out where to go. They're so indecisive. They're trying to go B heavens. I'm not really sure. They're trying to go towards...
Here we will have
at least
first
to get a kill here. Now they're gonna figure out where they want to go. They're gonna go instead to B main.
Hopefully
Now
this will
Muffin's
work out
actually,
for them.
yeah, that's good. That's good. This is actually a really good push here. Yeah, this is what I want to see. Especially when you're attacking, especially on split, you gotta go really fast and quick.
And that's what they're doing right now. Once they've decided, and then we
left.
see that they're coming out on top. Now 2v4 retake Nyako. Will she be able to do this? Oh.
Oh, look at the flick of the wrist.
Look at the flick of the wrist. Nyako and Aurel, so far they have been top fragging time and time again. 2v4. The flash comes out. Oh man. Look at this. They're just disintegrating. Oh my god.
That was such a good retake from both of these players here. I do believe that's going to be Aurel as well as Nyako. They were just taking turns and peeking at the same time. Those flashes were so good as well. Baiting the flashes, knowing where the positions are, and their paranoia was just making sure that there was no one here on the left corner, and did it perfectly fine. Man. 7 Sins is on point right now. They are playing this perfectly on defense here. But then again, we mentioned this before. This is CT-sided map.
This is CT-sided map, but that's the thing. Even though it's CT-sided, that was a retake round, and it was a 2v4 no less. Nyako and Aurel, they did it together. I think you said it eloquently. That's exactly that. They peaked together. The flashes came together at the right time, and they just perfectly executed that. Celeste, though, not looking good whatsoever. They need to decide. They need to be a little bit more confident, a little bit more decisive. Every time, every second that they take just deciding where they want to go, 7 Sins are cooking something up. They have all these, look at that, crossfire. They have the smokes, the utility all set up. The ults are ready as well. I think we see, yeah, Muffin, she has her showstopper, Yoki with the Rolling Thunder. And Nyako, the Empress is just there for like extra. This is a safety blanket if she needs it. There goes the Rolling Thunder, pushing them back.
Yeah, that's gonna slow them down just a little bit there. Just will be able to get a double kill here near B main, and Yoki comes back. shows off her skills here in this gunplay. Gets a flash as well. The last one remaining is going to be in Rafters here. Gets the flash but does not get the kill. Now Nyaku coming from behind.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Gonna be able to take him down fairly easily here. And yeah, it's gonna be 6-0. I mean, do you expect this? I mean, Quack, I don't know. I personally do not expect this whatsoever. It is a split.
It is split, but, you know,
I've seen it happen before.
12 to 12.
I've seen it happen before.
It definitely can
Yeah.
happen. It definitely can, but Afiz, man, it's just... I want to see Celeste come into this. I want to see at least, you know, 1-2 rounds maybe. Not a 12-0. No, not like this.
I mean, it's really hard to predict what they're going to do. It's all about what the communication is going on right now in their team, right? I mean, agent pick-wise,
Both are the same.
team-wise, is exactly the same. Right, skill-wise, I would say is exactly the same as well.
Yes.
It's all about team play and communication here. And we've talked about this before. They've been doing it over and over again. They're very indecisive with their pushes. They don't know whether to go A or B. But earlier on, you saw that happen when they just rushed in
Yes.
through. That's exactly what they need to do. They need to rush in through, get that plant, and then go for the post-plant battle.
Exactly. When they come together, when they decide, when they choose, okay, let's all go into B. They cascade in together. And just like that, Seven Sins, the two members, because they always go for these sorts of like 2-1-2 strategies. We'll have 2 on B, 2 on A. Those two members are not able to stop the Celeste cascade. And just like that, they managed to secure the site. But so far, Seven Sins just seems to come out on top.
And I think it's because they don't really have enough time to hold down their angles after the post-plant.
Yeah.
They should just go in, get the kills, get the plant, and then trade out a couple of rounds, a couple of kills as well. It's perfectly fine. And then get that plant really fast, and then hold down the post plant, hold down the angles very well. And knowing their abilities, you need to kind of save their abilities as well. Just don't use every single ability that you have to get that plant.
Yeah. That will be that. That's going to be one Dark Carver. You can see it's a little bit far off to the right as well. Invincible could have been spotted out. I don't think so, though.
They're
Want
ecoing
to
too.
see- Yeah. Look, they're just like staring at each other now. Our Neri will spot out Muffin, but Muffin has the better firepower. 40 points of health left. She's okay. Of course, all her utilities already.
There's no jet for them
Showstopper
to
as well.
heal.
No jet. She can definitely pull it out, though. Now Tarathiel actually finds Smochi. It's a 4-4. Then again, eco. Gonna have to be careful. Look at this. Invincible actually managing to push all the way into sight. Good night, Muffin. Can I take your rifle?
I don't think she's gonna go for it.
Maybe
Or
not.
yeah, I
Oh,
don't think
she will, but that's
she
the
will.
dink.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that's a dink. That's actually pretty good.
Very good.
Finally.
3-1. Once again, once they decide.
Yeah.
She has her rifle. Oh, what?
Okay, if it's anything, we've seen Yoki do this before,
Yes.
and I wouldn't be surprised if she does this again.
I wouldn't be, but I still want to see Celeste at least take one off the board here. She has one flashpoint if she decides to drop down. Oh, look at that Yumi. She's still on a camera, and we've seen her getting killed before. Well, she's on that thing. Dropping down this time, and it seems like she's using the flashpoint to mask the sound of her dropping down. This is really smart coming in. The fault line goes in. They're aware of her position, and just like that, once you have the rifles, let's wall bang through. She's
Yeah.
gonna get it.
She knew where the flatline was coming from, so it's pretty obvious that she was behind the poster there. But hey, finally they got a first round.
Finally, they got the first round.
And I was saying there's no jet heal. I liked how you just nodded. And I was like, I said jet. By the way, it's not Sage. It's like you
Jet,
just
revive
accepted it.
me!
Yeah, I like how you just
I'm
yeah.
like,
There's no
yeah,
jet
so
to say.
Jet.
There's no jet to heal. Yeah, you're right. I was like,
That's what it is. Jet and Sage. Oh, man. But then again, so first win for Celeste so far. People in the chat, show your support. We want to see Celeste come back into this. Let's give us a real grand final. Now Neri will be firing shots in the mail room, forcing them to back off. And once again, the mid control will be over onto Celeste. Yoki holding onto this.
they're kind of healthy on the economy still, so they still have the guns and utilities as well for this round.
Oh,
Well, they
Tarathiel.
actually got a kill. Yeah.
That's just one still. Once again, we have seen the members of Seven Sins come out strong, come out swinging. just both really passive at this point. Look at that in there.
It's fine for Seven Sins to play passive, but it's definitely not fine for Celeste to actually play this low.
Yeah. Now they will be pushing out together once more. Look at that, the B split push. Ooh, and that's Nyako down. Muffin falls as well. No, it's the same thing. 4v2 retake.
Spike planted.
What?
And it's crosshair placement right there for you. Very, very basic, very textbook as well. Beautifully done by Yoki.
That is what it is. Now,
Just have the Rolling Thunder as well. Just gonna pop it.
pop it, push it with RL. Oh no. This time it's not going to happen. Iceberg will find the first headshot. It's going to be the second win for Celeste.
Yeah, this is actually pretty decent so far, I would say so.
Looking
Even
good.
going 10-2 is perfectly fine on split. That's stretching it, by the way.
Stretching it just a bit.
11-4 right now to score for Yoki. Yoki has been performing so well in this finals and even the map, the match previously. Very consistent along with Yanko as well.
Yeah, and now both teams will have full buys all across the board. Once again, getting mid control. It's the same dark cover on the ramps, just not going to give them that vision. But this time, at Neri and the team, they will be taking out ropes. Yoki, as well as Mochi, will be ready for this push coming into mailroom though. Oh, look at that, Neri! What a nice shot! Oh, wow, look at that firefight. Yoki, hello!
Oof. Man, this girl's not backing out.
Can I hear you say this girl's on fire again?
No.
The moment's passed, but you know what? Yoki really is on fire, though. Every time she gets those spray downs, it's another one.
Yeah, she's just ready for almost every single kill. That's insane.
Now it actually looks like Muffin might actually, Tarathiel, sorry, will cross swords over Varel back there. Might actually decide.
Yeah, Yuki's feeling it right now. You can definitely tell she's on form.
She's on form, a little bit low. Oh,
Player remaining.
just like that. B-side belongs to
30
Tarathiel
seconds
now.
left.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Celeste playstyle is very passive, very slow, but they're very patient. That's how Tarathiel actually got that kill.
Yoki. Okay.
That could have almost gave me a heart attack there. Yeah, I saw you just like jump scared
I was
just a little bit.
Gasping at that one. The way she turned away for a second.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about timing in this game.
Well,
Right now, 6-3 at the score.
not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
And 7 Sins on defense, by the way. But I feel like maybe, just maybe, 7 Sins more of an attacking sided team when it comes to split.
Possibly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what we saw them do against Anbu earlier on.
Yeah.
There.
Once again, 7 Sins and Celeste. Oh, look at that. Early aggression will be punished by
Whoa, what's going on
Tarathiel.
here?
Uh-oh. Just not ready for that push coming out. And that
Of
was
course they're not
secure.
ready because they've never done this throughout the
Yeah.
whole 9 rounds, and finally on the 10th round they decided to do this.
Surprise, surprise.
The element of surprise is definitely one of the key factors here in this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's also what Celeste has kind of been employing now. They will be pushing out all together. Aurel will not be ready for this. She will get taken down by Aneri. But you know what? Nyanko's there to support it. And all of a sudden it's a 3v2 retake. They have they have their ults.
Okay.
Rolling Thunder.
So what is Yoki gonna do again?
What is Yoki gonna do? That's the question that we all have on
Yeah.
our minds.
We've seen her doing a lot of things before.
Think the
Might-
Rolling Thunder?
I mean, yeah, she has a Rolling Thunder yet again as well. My goodness. This is like a movie now. It's like
Yeah.
2020 the movie.
You get one out, one comes back. But you know what? They're pushing together, these sisters. Oh, but Neri will just hold down the spray and pray, getting it 4 wins this time. They've suddenly figured things out.
Yeah, now they have to eco. They kind of have to eco. I don't know if they're gonna eco.
I mean, they could buy Spectre, Stinger.
They should buy Spectres out. And also at the same time, they've been losing like 3 rounds in a row, and so the next round should be enough for them to actually buy out. They can buy like a half Spectre or like maybe just some armors or stuff like that. Because also, not to mention, we keep saying this, but we have to mention this is a CT side of map. If you buy Spectres or you buy like armor, or even a ghost, it could still be a decent round for you.
It definitely, absolutely could. You know, at the very least, secure a couple of kills, maybe even grab up a weapon. Looks like they might be, once again, mid-control. Paint shells will not touch Inari this time. And Inari has been doing a really good job entry fragging so far.
They spot out the reticle though.
She does have her showstopper. I mean, blast pack, fly yourself in. Showstopper to do it. Yep, there we go. Looking to do it, but it won't connect.
Oh.
But you know what? The headshot comes in just as well. Mochi, I'm surprised you did not get the shot onto Tarathiel there. Not at all. And that's just going to be 5 members all over B site. 2v5 retake. How are they going to do this one on 7 Sins? Once again, Bianco and Aurel, but this time not going to happen. Inari's there to shut things down. Aurel has her Empress.
Yeah, I mean, Nyanko also popped her Empress as well.
Bianco, sorry. That's going to be a flawless round. Oh, not looking so good all of a sudden for 7
Yeah, actually, this is kind of surprising. They took, like, I do believe it was 6 rounds in a row, and now it's going to be 6-6 maybe.
Maybe.
Just judging from the looks of it, it might actually be. And now finally they popped out the operator on Muffin.
We just got a real match. At first, it seemed like it was going to be 7 Sins going it all the way. And all of a sudden now, Celeste taking it 5 rounds back-to-back in a row. We might just see a 6-6, and then when they swap on over... Keep in mind, this is only the 2nd map out of the best of 3. Share the stream with your friends. This is the very real grand finals against these 2 teams, these queens duking it out, trying to claim the title of FSL Open Valorant 3 winners, champions. Once again, pushing into mailroom. This time, popping the Empress. Muffin, though.
They know there's an operator. They don't got to push that. Very smart play. Now they're going to figure out whether they want to go A.
I mean, look at how safe she peeked that as well in Airy. But this time,
got a peek there.
Uh-oh.
And now this is where Celeste keeps doing the same thing over and over again. They're like, oh, should we go here? Should we not go here? I'm not really sure.
Yeah. It's like 7 Sins. Once they establish their presence, you know, I got an operator, Nyako here, I'm cutting you off at your rotate. Valenceable now will fall. It's 5v2. Looks like they're going into A site. I mean, this is the last round of the first half. They can use all their ultimates if they want to. Iceberg will find one. Cyber Cage goes up. Pushing into site now. They need to get the spike down. Oh, and here comes the paranoia.
Spike planted.
Aurel pushing in with this. Coming from CT, coming from Heaven. You're just completely overwhelmed. And that's going to be 6-6. No, 7-5, sorry.
Give me the plant. I want that one extra score on the screen at the end round. 7-5 on defense.
Still not too bad.
Not too bad for the attacking side, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing against a team called 7-6, 7 Sins. And these guys are forced to be reckoned with.
Definitely could do it. I mean, we saw them against Abu Babes. Look at this, just having fun. Dancing back and forth.
You're like, you want to go A? Actually, you know what? Let's go B.
No, I'll go A. No, I want to go mid. And now that's where they will be. It's pistol round.
They're probably going to try to split this out. Seems like it. Muffin's going to see if anyone's going to push through
Seems like
B main.
You know what? The Cypher player over on Celeste, though, seems like they won't actually have someone positioned over on B site itself. Instead, over on Heaven, just let the camera do its thing.
Very early layer here, maybe. No.
Just a what?
Woo! That was very, very clean. That's a headshot and a half. Now they're going to see they're going to actually try to push in towards this B Heaven, but I feel like they might want to figure out whether they want to rotate to A. In fact, I think they might still try to go B. Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah, they shot down the tripwire and forced them to use the cyber cages and stuff like that.
Just waiting for it. Grabbing the alt orb as well. It's going to give them an advantage for the rest of their attacking rounds.
I didn't see it.
I mean, she could still push through, get the flank in. And this might not look so good for 7 since all of a sudden the spike carrier has been killed. Oh, look at that. Now comes the flank. I mean, at this point, it's
Yep.
not a flank anymore, but she will stop the spike plant coming in. Now just tapping away. 2v2. Not looking so good for Yoki all of a sudden.
One player
Oh, what?
remaining.
Aurel with the headshot. Taratha again.
Spike
Patience.
planted.
Yes, you saw the leg there. Flash is coming in, just hiding just a little bit near. Oh my god, this is what timing is right now. Just slight timing.
She missed the shot.
Yeah, she missed the first shot there. Could have actually gotten it. Yeah, 8-5 right now. The score here for 7 Sins. They are leading by 3 points only though. So still definitely doable, as this is gonna be the side of Celeste actually defending this time around. So, but then again, it's only eco yet again. I don't think they're gonna force this out.
No, probably not. We do see. Was that a shorty? I'm not too sure, but looks like 7 Sins might actually be going for the very same A rush push that we've seen them do against Ambu Babes. Here goes, the Leer goes out, the flash is all coming in, the walls of smoke. The wall of smokes now. Here's one blast spec just to push them back a little bit further, getting the site, and just, you know what, Celeste, let's give it to him. Let's play the retake.
Spike planted.
That will be one Spectre donated over onto the hands
So
of
Mother's
Celeste.
gonna have a good time right now if she moves to the right. Because in this angle, they're gonna be able to see her first.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
gonna be a
She's coming
trade.
in.
No, they're just
Oh,
looking
oh!
for heads.
One
Oh,
player remaining.
okay.
That was a really good plant, by the way. That specific position, they kind of have to figure out where the enemy team is.
Kind of have to figure things out, figure out where their positions are, but it's kind of like this sort of divide and conquer thing we see going on here. They just split up together and split up into like little squads and then just coming in, divide the site down into little sections, secure the angle, secure the kills.
Yoki has 20 kills here in this match. I mean, this map. Now at least they all have guns now, and Ayumi does have the operator as well. Oh, one pick. Oh, and Neri playing super aggressive. They didn't know exactly where Neri is right now. Utilizing the dismiss, will be able to fall back into safety.
One player remaining.
Wow, look at that. Oh no. Now Muffin will take one down. The Boombot comes out. It's gonna explode, but you know what? Invincible. She's just gonna spray it down. Getting the 6th win, and that's just what they needed. It's the
Yeah, now they
firepower.
don't have money. So now they have to eco this defensive round. I feel like that operator alone just was doing so much work, especially when you hold down B sites. Now they have to focus on whether they want to push in B or whether they want to, you know, maybe push towards mid or A. Because if you use your smokes all on B, not to mention this is an Omen, you know, there's really not much you can do when you have 2 smokes and you have to wait for the cooldown. So the moment you pop your Omen smokes, they're probably gonna know where the push is gonna be at.
It looks like we'll have some early round mid aggression coming in from Celeste. Ooh, look at that operator coming in handy. Yoki though actually managing to take down an Aerie somewhere somehow. That just signaled to them that they're going to be pushing into B. The camera coming in handy. Rolling Thunder kind of wasted there, I think.
It's interesting how they actually use the Rolling Thunder during eco round.
Spike planted.
Yeah. But then again, so they have control over this site. The spike has been planted. They have to be careful coming in with this retake, though. Muffin
Oh!
has suspect. Oh no! Wait.
She dinked him in. She dinked her in the head in mid-air. That's actually insane.
Now it's all up.
One player remaining.
Ayumi's gonna be able to get one more. Ayumi needs to finish this up. Picks up the gun.
She should have time. Get it halfway. Oh, she's just gonna stick it. She hears the footsteps.
She
Get
has the
up in
first
right
half. She's
time.
gonna be able to do so.
Yeah.
Whoa, that was a very close round. That was an eco round too. So the damage has been dealt on the economy as well.
Damage has been dealt, but they're okay. And it seems like both teams are gonna have to Both teams are going to have full buys coming into this round. And just like that, Celeste, it's on defense. They're able to close the gap just like that. 2-round deficit compared to 7 sins. Now, let's take a look at this retake. the mid-air shot from Yoki. That is nothing short of beautiful. Was it Yoki? Oh, not too sure.
Yeah, it's Yoki.
Okay. Well, this is going to be the same setup from a Yumi now. Meanwhile, 7 sins looking to do some damage over on A ramps as well as mid. And we've seen this sort of early round mid aggression.
Whoa, what's going on here?
For the past 2 to 3 rounds now, Celeste, they always push aggressively down mid just to kind of get that intel and force them back. So it seems like all 5 of them will be pushing through ramps this time. Nyako, we've seen them do this before once again against Danbu. Look at that, just clearing out all the angles. Aurel actually managing to take down the Lincible. Just like that, the site is entirely theirs. Oh. We do see a showstopper though, connecting onto Aurel. Just like that, the paint shells once more. Yoki will find Tarathiel now, and it's a 3v2 retake. The Aftershock just slowing things down just by a bit. And they can definitely hear the footsteps coming out from Rafters or Heavens right now. All the shots collected through. Whoa! A Yumi! What a nice spray down. They just lined up perfectly for her. And now she's looking for the last one. The clock is still ticking though. She needs the headshot here, and she will get it.
This is the second time back-to-back Ayumi has been clutching each round.
That was one heck of a spray down.
Yeah, that was a very, very, very well played round here by Ayumi. Ayumi saving the rounds for her team, and this time around they still have yet to eco again here on the attacking side. And Celeste is not out yet. They're still in it to win it. They're proving it right now, especially on defense on split.
Yeah, this could very well be their map to win. It's giving us a third map.
And we might actually see a third map here.
Same setup from Ayumi. We'll just have to see how 7 Sins pushes this one. Looks like they won't go for that A ramp push. And once again, we see Celeste peeking things down mid together as a team. We have all those flashes popping off. Oh, here comes the paranoia. Couple of shots fired through from Neri. And 7 Sins seems to have caught on to the fact that they do this every single time. Now Neri gets one shot, will be forced to fall back. Nyako goes chasing. Oh, she won't be able to find the shot though. Iceberg shuts her down. The rest of the team just pushes in, falling like flies at this point.
And they bought up that round as well. It's going to be 9-9, and I would assume it's going to be 10-9 in favor of Celeste this time around. And they're going to force timer here, I do believe so. Yeah, they're going to wait for the buy time. And yep, Muffin's going to actually pop out the timer here, I think. Not really sure why they needed a pause there. Yep, the pause is out. Maybe they need a breather right now.
I think they definitely do. I mean, so far, 9-9. They're definitely on the cusp of possibly losing this map right now. They definitely want to close this one out, of course. I mean, they had that round, that significant lead, but now that they're on attack, just not having a good time. We have seen this mid aggression so far coming from Celeste time and time after again. This is their strategy. They peek out mid, let Neri try to get a couple kills, get the dismiss, and then just fall back. And you can definitely see 7 Sins, they're trying to adapt to it, but just unable to do so.
Yeah, I think 7 Sins kind of realized that this is a grand finals match and they're playing against a grand finalist. It's not like they're playing some, group stage matches where you can just roll over every single team. But this time around, they're playing it against a team that actually knows what they're doing. And especially knowing that it's Celeste and it's against a team that they've played against before, they have a lot of strategies in their hands on how to play against this kind of composition. And I think they already have done their homework. They're back at it again here, and especially on split.
I mean, they definitely want to claim that title. Celeste, once again, used to be the winners of the very first FSL Valorant Open, and then all of a sudden, VALORANT,
They're now known as 7 Sins.
Now known as 7 Sins, came to take it in the second one. Now coming into the third, they face off once more, duking it out to see who's best. And again, it's a mirror match over here on Split. They have the exact same composition, and we see this A-Ramps push coming in from 7sins once more. Oh, and here's that paranoia. Muffin actually will connect one showstopper, but Valincible as well as Tarathia will shut down two. The pistols just won't cut it. Oh, Tarathiel overall trading things up. Still, she's alone. She's going up against two very strong players on Celeste. She wants to pick up this spike and possibly get a plant. She has to be careful.
She can pick up the Phantom if she wants to, but I think she's way too into this game right now.
Yeah.
She can definitely pick up the Phantom. Yeah, she's way too into this game right now. She's
Okay.
too focused right now. She's gonna go straight to B, get this plant here down.
Oh, there's the camera that she's looking for. I mean, it's kind of a transparent from the shadows back there. But then she has the plant down. Aftershock coming in. Just peeking out. Oh no, Iceberg will just come crashing down.
Almost got it though. If she managed to take down Iceberg and then play up against the operator player, that could have actually been their round.
Yeah. Fortunately, but did not quite connect. The flashpoint just came out just at the right time. It's going to turn into a 9-10.
Just the fact that they have an operator on B is making their lives miserable right now. They're not able to fully control this operator play on B long and a garage area, so they have to no choice but to trade this off, or either that, or you know, try to go for A, get that mid control. And their mid control has been kinda unsuccessful lately.
Yeah, I want to say it definitely is kind of shaky now. Ayumi, same setup, and then she'll just peek out mid once more. I mean, they definitely do have their options of dealing with this, though. I mean, the fault line, get it fully extended, stun every single one of them. It looks like they are definitely going for something like that. The Rolling Thunder aimed towards heaven. Meanwhile, the rest of them pushing through mid. Oh, but look at that. Inari will find Nyanko. Aurel trades things up. But once again, the rest of them have actually found their way out of garage and into B site.
Yeah, they get the bomb plant. It's 3v3 yet again.
Oh.
Now they're gonna be able to pop the Neuro Theft. Everyone's gonna be exposed.
Just have to carefully slice the cake, get the sight down now. Yoki will pop out her Rolling Thunder. It's going to be a trade, 2v2. Cyber Cage goes up. Aftershock just flushing Yoki out of the corner. Iceberg will find that one. And unfortunately, Ayumi will take that duel.
Oh, man.
9-11.
Yep, 9-11. And it's probably going to be a 12. Most probably. Unless they want to try to go for a draw here, which is going to be unlikely. And wow, Celeste coming back. And we were talking about this earlier on before. See, this is a very CT-sided map. They only managed to win maybe 3 rounds. I mean, 2 rounds actually on attack here. And this is proving to be the reason why they want to go for this map choice here.
Yes, this was their choice.
I felt like those 5 rounds that they got earlier on was definitely just consolation prize for themselves.
Yeah, it's just enough to bring them back into the game. And now, once again, Neri peeking out mid. There's the early fault line as well as the flashpoint, but look at that. Ayumi, not even a problem, just connecting the shot. Yoki will, however, take down Neri. But even then, 4v4, not a problem. Ayumi still just connecting every single one of her shots. She has backup as well. And just like that.
3v3 again.
3v3 and enough to force 7sins all the way back into ramps.
If they could get this kill on the Raze, if it's going to be Tarathiel, that would be such a good pickoff, but Thur is going to be able to take it out. Yep.
It's 2v3. Once again, Ayumi with the operator, if she peeks down heaven, it's not going to be easy for Aurel or...
Oh!
1v1 operator versus Spectre. I mean, she could definitely swap off. Yep, she's going to pick up the rifle. And there's the Cyber Cage, so Aurel can't exactly push right through it. She's looking for it. Aurel will use the paranoia. Oh!
That was not supposed to be their round. Wow.
A little bit of a misplay, I think.
Whew. And now they're still going to be able to buy some guns at least. Oh my goodness, my heart.
It's palpitating right now.
Yeah.
This is such a real match. It's the grand finals that we were all expecting, that we're all waiting for so far since yesterday. 7sins and Celeste definitely, you know, claiming this tournament to be theirs. They're regulars in this FSL Valorant Open. Now, once again, share the stream, support your favorite team. Is it going to be Celeste or is it going to be 7sins?
Now Neri's angry, popped out the Empress. And it does this over and over again where she controls mid very well along with Ayumi's operator.
Looks like Ayumi playing a little bit different this time, not supporting Neri over on Heaven.
And look at how aggressive she is. Neri has been doing this over and over again. This mid push. And then Ayumi yet again as well. What do you expect, right? Then operator.
Look at that. This just scares them off.
Yeah.
7sins now rotating all the way back. The Empress will be timed out. And right now it looks like 7sins going for the exact same A-Ramp's push. Yoki will find 3 headshots onto Rathiel. And just like that, the side is theirs. Still,
Yeah, the A
though,
push has been very, very successful.
you know what else has been successful? Celeste with their retakes.
And
They
Yanko
actually-
got another frag on Heaven.
Spike planted.
They know that everyone's gonna come from Heaven because of the Neuro Theft.
Mm.
It's either Heavens or CT, and now they have ramps as well. So they only need to hold 2 angles.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's a very good point off his, and it looks like Invincible just again. And now it's all up to Iceberg to do this. I don't think she'll
Wow.
be able to though.
Wow, wow, wow. And now they have to eco the next round on the 12th round for themselves.
Are they coming back?
I'm actually kind of speechless at what's going on right now. Both teams are playing so well, but it's all about that economy control we've been talking about earlier on, and it's 11-11. It's 12-12 right now. If let's say they actually manage to win this, they will have to no choice but to eco again on the next
Yeah.
round. And not to mention,
Next
it
round's
is going to be
gonna be match
12-11. So whoever wins this round specifically will most probably take it easy on the 13th round for themselves.
Yes, exactly. Oh my god, Tarathia, why are you pushing that? She won't trade it off though. And now Yoki is the one who's going to be low.
And she has a showstopper as well.
Oh man, and Yoki has her Rolling Thunder.
But Yoki's really low though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Teleport away just in the nick of time. Invincible. She's probably signaling to her team. There's the rotate coming in. Every single one of them. Same push coming in. Oh no, Muffin doesn't check it! Invincible. All she needs to do is just spray this one out. They were looking for her in the corner, and she just repositioned herself right in the nick of time. Oh!
And now they're going to pick up the guns.
Match
We
point.
could see a 12-12.
What is going on in this?
We could see a 12-12. This is a real match! I mean, okay, let's take a look at the economy. We know for sure 7sins they are buying back into this. Full buys for both teams. Maybe no operator, but I think they have that. No, they don't have that option. But if oh man, if 7sins takes this one, we're gonna go into overtime. This is a real match. Get your friends to watch these queens just battling it out. Such a close match.
And Eric has been successful with these pushes on mid.
Again.
She can definitely do it again if she wants to.
She's
Now she's
waiting.
coming in. She's not going to get flashed out this time around. And they push into mid. And this time around, it will be another trade. So both Reynards are down. So the duelists are down. Now Muffin has still had the operator. I mean, the ultimate. They do know that they might be pushing towards A because they've been doing this over and over again. So if anything, they need to catch up to this right now.
Right there.
Got the one. Pain comes out. Might see another push into A, but it looks like they won't just rush out through.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not going towards main.
Yes.
This is such a bad call here. If
Uh-oh. You said it. Tarathiel connects that headshot, but you know what? Yoki will find Tarathiel.
And now they're going to be able to rotate really quick here. They're going to be able to... Huh? Hold on.
Right there.
Hold on.
They get the plant as well. This is such a good position for Aurel as well.
Planted.
Oh no. Now the onus is on Celeste to push this.
Spot him.
Oh my god.
She has the smokes as well. She has the paranoia. Or he has to drop his own heaven. Now they know that both of them.
Here comes the paranoia.
It comes in.
She definitely hears it. She definitely wants to go and support her team, but you know, oh. A Yumi takes it now. A Yoki.
2 versus 1.
Oh. Oh,
Reach versus reach battle. Popping the ultimate.
Oh, she
The
got
timing,
stunned. She just has to push this.
The timing.
Go.
No way.
Whoa.
No way this is happening now, right?
Oh my god. Then the
have
sun
no
comes
time.
in. The spray. Oh,
They have no
iceberg.
time.
Oh my. It's. What? I just look over to her production. He's just to the same face.
Overtime.
What is this? This is overtime. 12-12. Oh.
I can definitely tell that both teams are so nervous.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, that was one of the most luckiest situations I've seen anyone could ever be. And Yoki managed to actually like move alongside, and she did not know exactly where Yoki was. And she was like, is she
Yeah.
gonna peek left? Is she gonna peek right? And then the flatline comes in, slows down. Oh my goodness. And then they have no time as well.
You can definitely see the spray.
My palms are sweaty right now. My knees are currently weak too. And I have no spaghetti.
Oh man, I mean, okay, if Celeste wins this, I might just have to get you some spaghetti after this. Oh my, it's so, it's like what we see, you know, like in Dragon Ball, Goku goes Super Saiyan, and then Vegeta
Yeah, it's
or
like they
Celeste.
take 4 episodes to finish one up.
Yeah, exactly. And they're just going Super Saiyan back to back. First I do it, and then you do it. And Iceberg and Yoki. Oh, man. And now look at this. I just...
Oh, look at how aggressive this time they are. Cypher's pushing out. But then again, this is going to... Oh! It's got a lot of damage, actually.
Quite a bit.
Whoa! Jumps over the bullets!
Just parkour. Just in the nick of time now.
So that's the first pawn move dealt by the side of Celestia.
Now we'll see the reply, hopefully, coming in from 7 Sins. Once again, 7 Sins. I mean, this overtime, they know they have to be careful. Celeste, careful as well. We've seen how carefully they go with these executes. On the other side, though, Nyako, she will get flashed. Down to 17 HP, Neri will shut this one out. They could very well have control over A right here, unless Aurel stops them. You get 1. It's not going to be enough. Tarathiel will stop you in your tracks. And here comes the retake.
30 seconds left.
Tarathiel will reposition herself right over onto ramps.
So if they know that this is going to be an overtime round, they don't have to save their gun. All they need to do is play on site.
So they definitely want to go all in on this.
Whoa!
Missed the shot. No. Muffin. She has the superior position. She can definitely push in now. Oh!
Double peek there. What? That was a very quick and easy round on the post plant there for
Match point.
Celeste. And that was an attacking round, by the way. On defense side, that was supposed to be... That was actually supposed to be for the side of... And the advantage is supposed to be on the side of 7 Sins, and this time around 7 Sins has to attack on split.
Yeah.
And Ayumi popped out the operator as well.
Now this time Celeste will be on defense. Ayumi, it's the exact same setup. Neri once more looking to aggress over in mid. Oh. This is such a mirror match. Just doing the same thing back to back. Neri looking for the shot. Oh, she will get
They know
caught
that
up by
Neri's
the
here.
pixels.
Yeah.
Ayumi though, trading things up. It's a 4v4. Ayumi has been hit as well. 60 points of health. Oh my god, are 7 Sins gonna do the same thing and just rotate over to A again?
I highly doubt it.
No.
Unless, yep, they're gonna do exactly just that. But then again, I feel like if they want to do this, Mochis has to push in.
Mochi does have to, and it's not gonna be easy because the Raze on the other side has the height, has the vantage point. Here comes the dark cover though. She's gonna use it to deploy her camera. Tarathiel can definitely hear that thing going off.
Yeah, and that is exactly why Valincible is here right now as well. And now they are fully rotated into their proper sides. As you can tell on the side of Celeste, they
Another
are
dark
spread
cover.
out in the map.
Left.
Buying time, 30 seconds left. 7 sins, they need to push in. They're going in hard into B.
They have the operator though. Ayumi has the operator.
She does have it, she's looking up to heaven. The dark cover will just obscure her vision. Then again,
Spike planted.
Iceberg. Stunning them but just a bit.
She can't
Here's-
see him, she
Whoa,
can't see
look
him.
at that, she's pinging everything.
She can't see him, she didn't see anyone.
Yeah, she didn't see anyone, but she's, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wait, I think she saw the leg maybe. Threader got a kill though. Oh, misses a shot.
Whoa.
And you know what? I'll just classic you. And there you have it, folks. Celeste takes the second map and bring it to a 1-1. We have a match here, ladies and gentlemen, the grand finals.
We have a match! It's Celeste 1-1. Oh my.
Yeah.
Pushing us into the third map. Oh my god.
I mean, I think we can just say that this is what we should expect, right?
yes.
I think what's more important, we should see the scores here right now. 28-18, 2019. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is such a close match. It's really, really difficult to figure out who's gonna be, like, who's better in this specific round. But in the end of the day, it is still Celeste winning it in this map, and this is their map pick as well. And yeah, Quack, that's it for the second map.
That's only the second map. We still have a third one. And if we
Yeah.
see anything like this again, I don't know if I can take it. Oh man.
Yeah, the third map is coming up really, really shortly. So do stay tuned and stay put. Do not change the channel. Do not change on whatever website you're watching right now. Stay on this specific channel. We'll be back after a short break. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome back. This is the final map. The best out of 3 series, going the mile, going all the way, and what a way to end it with a 1-1 right now. 7 Sins versus Celeste. Celeste coming it, bringing it back on split. Was their map choice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, and yeah, I felt like this is where it all ends, man. This is where you decide to be who's gonna be the champions of this season.
This is gonna be the one, the deciding
Yep.
map to see who will win the FSL Valorant Open 3.
Yeah, I'm super excited, and this time it's gonna be Ascent as the last map. And big shout out to the sponsors that we have currently right now. We do have Dream Call, we have Super Solid, we also have Yahoo. We're streaming on Yahoo as well. Shout outs to those watching on Yahoo. And also we have none other than Intel. And I think the players are set and ready. Let's go straight into the match itself.
What a close one it was back then.
Yeah, it was really, really close. We went overtime, going back and forth, back and forth.
Oh my god. I don't know about you, but I'm still recovering from that. It was 12-14.
Yeah, it is quite an interesting way to actually
Just
finish the second one as well. I felt like it was too close, especially knowing that it was, judging from the first map, it was Celeste's, a 7 Sins pick. They made it seem quite easy and simple, right? But that was actually Celeste's pick, and it was too close to actually figure out whether did Celeste actually do well in the map,
Yeah.
or did 7 Sins actually not do well in that map. Like, you don't really know whether that team is making the right calls or this team's making the right calls. But we do understand that we do see Celeste making really, really like indecisive choices in the middle of the round. They
Yeah.
took too long to actually figure out whether they want to go
Sort
A or B. So maybe this time around, maybe they learned a little bit earlier on to not do the same mistake over and over again, and they kind of like clutched up a little bit closer
Just
to the other
maybe.
half. Yeah.
I mean, they definitely pulled themselves back together, and I definitely saw over in the Facebook chat the comments. I think someone over in Celeste has a lot of fans. I think they were calling you Aini or something. So
Aini?
yeah,
Well, shout out to Aini then.
yeah, shout outs. You know, we might actually see Celeste. I mean, this is definitely a deserving grand finals. These two teams, they have definitely proven themselves to be where they are, just right here. And looking at the agent composition, we have yet another mirror match.
Yeah, we were talking about how important having Sova and Cypher is in this current map itself. And now the drone is going to be able to find out where everyone is here. It's checking the corners left and right, making sure that no one's around.
Using the dark cover to push
Market's
up and
closed.
gain mid control as well. Market door has
Yeah.
been closed.
And they're going to
I think
figure
she
out the
just
Jet's
saw,
there
yeah.
on the left side, but no one's on the right side. They didn't know that the Reyna was on the right side as well. That's going to be Orel. And now they're going to figure out whether they want to push through A short here. 4 of them actually pushing towards A short. The only one that's not pushing towards A short is going to be none other than the Cypher player there.
Oh, dark cover. Oh, look at these tapping away to Raphael, trading it up onto Mochi. What? Iceberg falls. It's just, everyone's just training left and right now, except for Muffin, who will find Valinceable. Now looking to take the site back, but then, just then, Ayumi takes her down. It's a 2v2. The spike has gone down.
Yeah,
Here
Hoki,
come the shot
didn't
darts.
manage to get the lineup a little bit too lit with the lineups and the shock darts.
Here comes the Lear. Ayumi needs to fall back just a bit. Aurel will take that one. Now it's all up to Tarathiel. Not enough health. Yoki will win that fight. And it's going to be the first round over to 7 Sins.
Yeah, and also they kind of utilized every single ability that they have in this game, I mean in this round, so they kind of need to buy up as well for the next round. It's either whether they're going to buy up just the armor and utility, or are they going to just buy they're actually going to buy, wow, they're still going to opt out for the Spectres instead.
Spectres, I mean, I guess they want that firepower coming into this.
Sometimes in these kind of situations, you don't know whether you should buy out for the next round, even though you kind of won the first round, because if you lose the second round, you wouldn't be able to buy out guns, right?
Yeah.
Or even if you lose the third round, still.
Well, might be a little bit different. So we do have that, you know, it's a very common recon bolt over into B main. But however, I think I hear someone collecting an alt orb.
Yeah, the alt orb is on A, so that's just one player though.
Just look at how safe they are all playing right now. This is the grand finals after all. Don't want to give anything up. Oh, look at that. That's that drone. And now they have all been spotted out.
That's a very good recon dot there on the tree. Gonna be able to find out whether anyone's near stairs. They're forced to actually dash out, back into safety. Muffin gets one. Market pushes in, also near corridor here as well. So was Yoki's gonna try to push in towards, see whether I can actually find more individuals actually pushing through. Muffin gets another kill. Muffin gets a third kill as well. Dashing away into safety yet again. Trying to figure out where the last player is, and that's gonna be Ayumi with the classic actually, long range. And now has a Spectre as well. He gets another kill here on towards Mochi. This time around, they are trying to push towards mid. And you know who's there?
Yanko as well as Muffin now.
Yeah.
They will be shutting things out, and that's just only the second round, though. Not too bad, not too bad. What a game. Right now, they're just evened out.
You know what's interesting? The interesting part is that this time around, Yanko's going to play Omen.
Yeah. Just noticed, not Reyna. Looking at this, it's only still at the third round. Looks like Celeste will be buying up. Of course. So far, though, it always seems like 7 Sins takes the early lead.
That is true. They've been doing very well in eco rounds and the pistol rounds. You know, there are some players and it's just the eco fraggers, you know. They're just better on eco.
But they definitely, look at this, they know to take mid control. They know to play it safe. And there's that drone coming out of market as well. Might have spotted someone out, but looks like they're going to be pushing through main. And there's that drone through the dark cover. Spotted out the camera. It will get taken down. Oh, look at that. Just dashing right in. Oh, but Aurel will trade things up. The crossfire just in the nick of time. Oh, and then Mochi. Look at how even they all are. It's even trades all across the board. Now it's a 2v3.
Yeah, but this time around, Celeste's going to be the one that has the advantage here with one player on top. Muffin on the jet. It's at left side and gets instantly demolished there by Valinceable. And now the only one alive is going to be Yoki. Yoki does have the Spectre.
Not going to be easy, though. Dropping in, look at that.
Actually gets a dink, I think, but
yeah.
Well, that is it for the third round. 2-1 the score. They can buy guns at least, but I was talking about this earlier on. If you look at it closely, the third round, they can't buy the fourth round. They can't at least have to eco here and bring it to a tie.
Yeah. This is still so close.
You see, sometimes you actually have to figure out whether you wanted to buy a Spectre or not for the second round after you win the first pistol round. Because if you don't buy the Spectre, you just leave your Ghost and buy a Ghost, you know, and then you win the first round. The second round, just buy an armor and then utilities. At least on the third round, you can actually upgrade your guns, you know, and then have a fair match.
Right now, looks like might be somewhat fair. Celeste actually has the advantage now. All 5 of them over into A main. Of course, they have to be wary of that tripwire. Smoke comes out, just dashing through to break it. Miyako, all of them on pistols. The Empress gets popped as well. Battle bullets flying all over the place. Invincible finds 2 before getting shut down by RL. Oh. Dude, the Spectre. Oh, but the updraft, the auto Q gives it away, and Tarathiel just easily flicks her crosshair right over.
That was not a bad eco round, actually, for 7 since they managed to take down 3 players. And that was a very, very chaotic entry, I would say. But then again, I felt like the side of 7-6 was ready, but Celeste was just even more ready with the guns that they have. Made it look really easy, that A take.
Definitely. I mean, just if we sort of break down the kill feed of how they execute these pushes or how they take these sides so far, you always see the red and then the green and then the red and then the green.
Whoa,
like
whoa, whoa! What was that, Aneri?
I don't know, going for the jump peek, I guess, but Muffin just easily getting that shot down. She might be tagged up, but she's still in the fight.
Yeah, this is the power of a general operator. You're not going to be able to trade this kill whatsoever. The moment you get a pickup, just tailwind out, back into safety, and that's going to be putting the opponents on a deficit here, down by 1 player. The Tarathiel actually figure out what they want to push towards B. I think this might just be a fake out.
Just a little bit, but look at that. Sevensen's not giving anything up at all. Muffin still has the operator. Oh, no.
Whoa!
Oh!
If that's not a quick pick, I don't know what is. Now she's going to try to see if we can actually get this mid control here. This might be an A push, I see.
Slowly creeping up together. Dark cover comes out, get the door down. Valincible's on the other side, though. Oh, Miyako will take down to Tarathiel. Now Mochi finds 2. Valincible just trades things up. Oh, look at that.
Man, Tarathiel actually made it look so cool, but hey, this time around, 7-Sin's gonna be the one winning that round. And wow, we seem to be having quite an even matchup here so far, especially on the last round. Ascent. I mean, Ascent's probably one of those. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like as a player myself, I feel like Ascent's probably one of the most frustrating maps to play, and I can definitely tell how they feel right now because that mid control is so important.
So important. I mean, they do definitely seem to be able to get control over mid every single round, but the question becomes how do they push in? Every time it just seems like when 7-Sins has enough firepower as well, they are both so evenly matched. And
That's out actually from the side of 7-Sins.
Look at this. So we do have them droning out those smokes, getting mid control, trying to figure out where exactly they need to push.
It's interesting how they're so laid out here on towards B and mid, and then the rest too is actually on main A. So I still have no idea what they're trying to do here.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, if I have no idea what they're doing, I feel like that's still good. If I don't know have an idea what they're doing, they should be the only ones that have the idea, right? And that's gonna keep the enemy guessing.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like you know, if I know that you know that I know, no.
Yeah.
They're just being careful. Look at that. 1 over on short, 3 over on main. Valincible deep behind the line. She's just cutting off the rotate, lurking right there. And just like that, she will be able to catch Muffin off. Oh, look at this. Tarathiel and Neri finding a frag of their own as well. And they have complete control over the site. And now it's all up to Yoki. 1v4. I don't know if she'll be able to do this.
Nah. And now they have
That's
the
well
eco
played.
again, I do believe so. If you look at the, yep, they have the eco yet again.
Most certainly have to. Just look at this.
But right now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like Celeste definitely has the advantage when it comes to economy. If they keep winning this over and over again, like back and forth, Celeste will always have the economy as an advantage in the last round.
And I think that's exactly, you hit the nail on the head right here. Both teams are so evenly matched in terms of skill as well as knowledge. I mean, just look at the score, 3-3. The thing that makes the difference is that it turns into a battle of attrition. If you don't have enough resources at the end of the game, the one who has enough will be the one who will emerge victorious. Now on Eco, things not looking so good, but then again, 7sins, if anyone can do it, they can. Another Lear just to stop it, but look at that, the full force of the firing squad from Celeste. Just like that, I mean, it's raining bullets and smokes, and Muffin actually somehow will be able to find one, but not before falling herself. Yoki looking to land a shock dart or two. Armed with only a Spectre. I mean, I don't think, yep, she's going to lose this round, and what does that mean for the next round off is?
It means they're gonna be able to have guns at least for now, but the economy is still definitely in favor of Celestia.
Exactly.
They have a lot of money to play with. Even if they lose this round, they're gonna still be able to buy next round. And the current situation right now, 7sins actually needs to win a round without losing a member. At least they wouldn't be able to buy out next round.
Yep. The question is, will they be able to do so? I mean, these two teams. Okay, so it looks like 7sins might actually be swapping up their setup here. Not a lot of members over on B, just kind of leaving the lone jet there.
Yeah, they realize that that's a push has been very, very successful for Celeste, and they need to put more members here on A.
That's exactly.
I think it's perfectly fine. The funny thing is, I'm not really sure why Mochi's actually playing on A. Was she playing on A earlier on, or was it she playing on B? Oh, she was playing B. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
so.
okay, good. I guess they were ready for it. Drone's coming through. Yoki's not going to be able to find any information whatsoever with that drone. She does, however, have the recon dot really, really soon. So this might be able to allow her to get some information.
And there goes that recon dart.
Yeah, she's still not going to be able to find information there, but at least get one mid. And look at what they're doing here. And Neri's trying to see if we can actually plow through B side.
She might just be the one to do it. There goes that cloud burst. Here comes the execute. They're all going in together. This is the teamwork that we want to see. What?
Yeah, that ultimate was such a good distraction.
Timing.
Yeah, they used the ultimate very well, utilizing the into the shadows by the Omen, and then just peeks out the both side, making sure that there's no one there, but there was someone there. And then I do believe that's gonna be Muffin trying to figure out where exactly the player was, and then the moment she turned back, Inari just popped up from behind.
Just absolutely nothing short of perfect. Looks like 7sins will be looking to hold on to their rifles for the next round. I mean, experienced players themselves, they know that they need to hold on to their economy. They need to hold on to these valuable rifles to bring them into the next round.
The funny thing is, I want to point out, they're not taking a lot of mid control in this specific map match alone, especially in this map.
Yes.
When you think about Sen, you would think about mid control, right?
Yep.
But then they have been
7sins.
pushing on short A and then even the main A. Oh, Yanko actually gets a really good frag there. And the fact that they have been going towards the main entrances of A and main, and they've been successful in getting those plants, successful at getting those round, which means the defense on the side of 7sins is not very good right now.
Yeah. It really, really isn't. They're just having kind of like...
I mean, when you have players such as, see, you have Sova, you have Cypher, right?
Yep.
You don't really have players such as Sage. You don't really have a player such as Brimstone that can slow pushes down. Right now, you just have flashes. And not to mention, they don't have a breach to actually slow down the pushes. So all they have to do is just the moment they pop out the flashes, the moment they just burst in, you have no choice but to rely on your gunfire.
Yes, that's exactly it. You can see it. That's definitely what 7sins are doing, but
We can see that now, but when it switches sides, it could be the same exact situation
could
for the other
be.
team.
And that's the thing. And now Nyanko will find the shot into Denari. Okay, the blind will connect and Valincible will fall. And all of a sudden, 7sins actually just that one play.
I feel like that in that situation alone, the other player that was trading behind the person that died
Should
just peek out and
pushed
get
in,
the
yeah.
trade.
And Unfortunately, just a little bit unconfident there, a little bit shaky. And now Celeste, once again, unsure of themselves, not willing to push through A main. And look at this, Valenceable looking for the flex. She's hiding under the Yanko.
Oh, okay. She was definitely a little bit nervous there.
30 seconds left.
And now they only have 30 seconds. They have to go for this A push. There's no way they're going to be able to go to A. So that's exactly what they're going to do. They know what's going to happen here. That's why you see Yoki pushing in towards the B as well. I mean A.
Oh, the cyber cage.
Yeah.
Yanko. And that's that firepower. And the numbers advantage proving to be useful.
This is where Celeste always seems to have be under the underside of the hand, because when things go kind of wrong in the beginning or like mid stages of the game, they just slow down too much, and then they're like, "What do we do now? Let's hold on. Let's think. Let's look at the time and let's think. We have a lot of time to think, and then it just takes too long."
Yes. Well, we definitely saw that over on Haven. Just brings things up. Look at this, 5-4. Now once more, Yoki will pull out that recon bolt. And looking at Celeste, it's the same thing again. They get mid control. They might just push out up against to shorts. Muffin. This time Valenceable will fall.
Territio knows though. And Territio has been performing very well in this match as well. 7-4. She can definitely do this. She's in such a good position here right now. Gets a really good pick off onto Muffin. Now the operator is down and out, and I do believe they're going to try to see if they can actually proceed to this B site.
They will. Yoki's just there alone by herself in dark. And Neri, the knives out. 4v3 retake.
What do they have in their utility? They don't really have much here on Merchant. They don't have much here as well. At least they know where the enemy team is. They do know the last player here is on the left side.
Oh my god.
Mochis gets another pick off. This should not be a round that they're going to be able to take.
Oh.
The last remaining player is going to be a Neri taking it. It's going to be a 3K with the operator as well. And 6-4 the score. This is on attack. And I'm going to be honest with you, if I was 7 Sins, I would be taking it a little bit seriously right now.
Yes. I mean, it just looks so close. They got a couple of kills, and then Neri just pops off with the operator. It's just, it's just absolutely nuts, these two teams. I'm out of words.
See what they're going to try to figure out, what they want to push this. Man, the Territio has been getting entry frags after entry frags after entry frags. I'm very impressed by this player right here.
Yeah, she's just doing it. And this time Yoki unable to provide intel for her team, and that could be very crucial. Oh no, and now Nyako will fall. Just definitely signals to Celeste that A could be open for takes. Territio, just look at her aim. It's just good. Now Muffin, and Mochi as well.
That's a headshot right there. Neri has a Blade Storm. I mean, Muffin actually has a Blade Storm. Blade Storm still up and running. Only one blade left though.
There goes.
And Territio comes in from behind. And now the only one remaining is going to be Aurel. And Neri comes in with the operator. 7-4 the score here on attack. Last round of the swap.
Just, this is the grand finals. Is it going to be Celeste? Is it going to be 7 Sins? I mean, right now, it looks...
Looking at the score here right now as well, Territio getting 10-5 for Oneri 10-6-2. As a duelist, this is exactly what you should be doing, right? Whereas on the other side, or else not having a good time. And the Muffin as well, kind of iffy at the same time.
Yeah. After all, I mean, she is on defense. Not exactly where duelists shine, but should just be able to do something.
I mean, you can say that, but when you have an operator and you're defending and a jet, you should be able to get picks.
Yeah. You really should. I mean, Celeste just seemingly able to disassemble 7 Sins' defense. here comes the blind Hunter's Fury. Terethio's just waiting for Yoki to peek back out. Just on the fringe of that one. She's
Utilizing
waiting
the
for
in
it.
shadows, trying to figure out whether anyone's on mid. Now they know they're gonna be able to rotate the mid side. Oh, they're playing mind games here.
Just coming right around the back, but on the other side, Ayumi will fall. She finds Yoki. And that just allows her to push right in through to market, where she finds Aurel. And just like that. Hi guys, team. B is open. Let's come here and get the plant down. I'm gonna hold the fort for you.
Yeah, but Muffin has the operator here though. Does not have a tailwind.
30 seconds
Tailwind,
left.
but she can definitely get it up if she connects the kills. Of
If
course, though.
you have to get a hit shot to be able
Yeah.
to get that reset.
Yeah, go find Invincible. No, it's a 3v3.
Spike planted.
Really, really close. Look at that. So Muffin will just close off B main with the Cloud Burst. Looking to push in. She will trade it out to a rifle. Make it easier for her on a retake. She has to be careful though. Iceberg just holding the line. Look at that. 3 kills. And just like that, that's the 8th win. That's the end of the first half, and Celeste comes out on top.
Switching sides.
That was a very impressive half here done by Celeste. Played it perfectly fine. There were a few rounds where they took too long to actually figure out where to go. And even with those minor mistakes, they still managed to take 8 rounds and leaving 7 cents with 4 rounds. And I felt like that must feel really good here for Celeste. They know that they have the advantage. And now they're on defense on this part of the map. They might be feeling a little bit better right now, but also at the same time, this is a mirror match. We see the same exact agents from both teams. So they don't really have anything to slow down pushes. If they want to go in, they want to be able to be successful in pushing, they have to go in fast and quick.
Yes. And that's exactly Celeste. I mean, it's not exactly the most explosive, fast, but it's definitely methodical, the way they coordinate themselves. On the other hand, though, 7 Sins, they come out fast and they swing hard. Look at this. Muffin just dashing in. Unfortunately for her, though, Terathia will connect her shots. And just like that, we have all these pistol rounds going back and forth. And just, that was actually flawless.
Yeah, Celeste is feeling in themselves right now. They know that they have it in their hands here.
7 Sins, just a little bit too aggressive, I think.
I felt like they played it perfectly fine. They didn't have anyone to smoke out the CT side. If they smoked out the CT side, they wouldn't be able to see anyone coming through. They could have just walked into B side and kill anyone on the B side. It's because the CT side, they had the
was
vision.
open, yeah.
Yeah, Theoretical could have actually just stayed there and shot them down. It's exactly what happened. They didn't have the smoke there on CT side. If they had the smoke, they could have actually gone into B and
That's
maybe
exactly
get
it.
ready for a post spawn instead.
So right now, this will just give Celeste just the extra advantage. Now they have the firepower. Terathia looking for headshots with her Bulldog.
Oh, she popped that Bulldog.
Yeah. Just waiting for the smoke to dissipate, and then she could just push right through. But you know what? It's
My
not even
goodness.
needed because the Nary's on the other side, and she's so deadly with her Ghost. Looking for the headshots! 3 kills! Now Valincia will just take the 4th. And all of a sudden, it's all up to Muffin, who's just right underneath heaven. Oh, no.
Man, they are definitely feeling themselves right now. They even just bought, I mean, she didn't even need to buy anything else. Right now, she can buy an operator for this round.
And she will.
Yeah, and she's on an operator. And they're just feeling herself right now. Terrestrial as well. They're all playing perfectly fine in this map. And I felt like on the first map, they were just testing the waters for themselves against the side of 7 Sins. Second map, they made it really close. And the third map, this is exactly where Celeste is showing themselves to be a really, really strong contender for the champion.
Really. I mean, they're going in hard. They're coming up. They want revenge. And of course, revenge is a dish best served cold. And cold is a Nary. Looking for a shot with our operator, just holding the line down on A main. You know what? 7 Sins, they're going fast. They're going quietly, creeping in through mid. Right over in market right now. Going for the coordinated push right into spawn. Aurel will find Tarathiel. No. Blocking off the link. They're actually looking to push into B right now, but Iceberg will find one, and then the Yumi as well. Look at this. They're both so evenly matched up. Unfortunately, though, Mochi will be pretty low right now. And Nary has the operator.
she has the Blade Storm as well. Now she knows that. Oh, actually, that was such a lucky shot.
Oh, she saw her. Oh, the Cloudburst, she wants to stick it, but you know what? Muffin can definitely spray right into this Cloudburst right now. Oh, no,
No
she
way.
missed it! What? Now and there, just looking to pull things out. No!
You know what they say? You know what they say? Pros don't fake, and she didn't fake whatsoever. She was really, really confident in that diffuse, and she made it look very, very easy as well. She was so confident in that diffuse. She didn't even stutter. She just waited there. She didn't even move. Oh my goodness. Now, finally they got around at least, and this is gonna put them slightly back into the match. At least they didn't have to, like, you know, they still had money to buy in a specific round. They have the operator as well, yet again.
Look at that. Just ice cold in her veins. She doesn't even flinch. And now Muffin, looking for a revenge of her own, coming into peak mid with this operator. The recon bolt, though, will reveal her location, and Valenceable will take advantage of that fact. And now the Owl drone as well. Celeste just looking so good. Now slowing things down for 7 Sins. Muffin. Now she has a Blaze Storm. Yep.
And now she's gonna pull out the Blaze Storm as well. They're gonna try to figure out whether they want to push you a
Oh! What?
What are you
Muffin!
doing? That is such an unfortunate situation. And now Yoki's gonna be able to get that kill as well. Just when we were complimenting them just a little bit.
An area over on Wine, though! She's
What is
gonna
going
find
on?
2! And now she just needs one more. She's looking for it. Oh, come on, Mochi.
Here.
Oh, she's pinging it for her team as well. They know that she's over on Generator.
Yeah, it's a 1v3 situation. I don't really think she's gonna be able to do anything about this right now, unless.
An area just.
There you go. Yeah. My goodness gracious me. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, that was kinda sloppy, especially on the side of, I'm not really sure what happened there with Muffin. I think she might have misclicked there. She took out a knife instead of trying to right click. Maybe she thought this knife is nicer because he has like a flame or something, you know? It's the elder flame knife.
It's just.
But you know what? In the end of the day, 5 knives are better than 1, right?
Yes, that was definitely a misplay, and I think that might have cost 7 Sins the entire game.
And now this is actually a match point, championship point here for Celeste. They won the first season. The second season they lost to 7 Sins, was previously VALORANT, and now the third one they're looking to bring it back.
This could very well be Celeste's game. Here comes one tracking dart. It's not going to be a problem, though. It seems like they will be, all 5 of them, pushing right through. Nyako looking to help that out. Look at this. I mean, they're just unable to push right through B main. I mean, they want to, but they can't. Look at this now, Iceberg. They have no choice but to rotate. I mean, if they push through, they're just walking into a slaughter. Come on.
That's an unfortunate turn of events there. You should never peek corners when you know there's an operator on the opponent's team, on the opponent's side.
Oh, look at
And they
this!
killed that just a little bit too early there with the push in. The flashes come through. Paranoid comes in as one. Nyanko. Only 18 HP remaining. Valenceable will be able to take it. And Yoki, it's a back and forth situation here.
Oh, she needs to make those count, but it's not gonna happen! Tarathiel closing things out, and Celeste will be your champions! Oh my god, Office.
What a way to end it. That was such an amazing best out of 3 matches, but in the end of the day, Celeste just brought it back. They are back at it again. The champions of FSL Open Valorant, the third one. They won the first one. They lost the second one against this team. It's a grudge match, and they brought it back with revenge. They avenged themselves. They took it 2-1 against 7 Sins, and now they are the champions.
They are the champions, and very well deserving, in fact. I mean, just what a match for us to watch.
Yeah. Wow, what a way to end it. That was such a good match. Both days have been amazing. We kind of expected this to happen, right? We knew that this was going to happen. We're going to see really good matches today, and all the teams today definitely delivered their bestest performance. I'm really, really happy, and to be here to cast this specific match.
What a pleasure. I mean, this was, oh my God, so enjoyable. I really enjoyed watching this match. And I have to say, these players, really professional as well. I mean, they ended it, they won.
Yeah.
Just saying thank you to everyone. Well played.
And yeah, I think we're going to close it down here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Before we go, we get a few shout-outs to the sponsors. All right, we have Dreamcore, we have Yahoo, we have Super Solid, as well as none other than Intel. Are we gonna shout outs to our channel? So do you have anything that you wanna?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, you guys can find me on at Hey I'm Quack, basically everywhere. On Twitter mostly. What about you?
Yeah, you can just find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/AFIZ Office, and that's pretty much it from us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching the stream for these few days. It's been amazing. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, be sure to like the page. Look out for more FSL Valorant action. We're not going away just yet. So, like the page, like the social medias, follow the Twitch channel as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.